Day 3 of NFL free agency is well underway, and on this beautiful Wednesday with all of my beautiful people out there, we're going to recap everything that's been transpiring up to this point, and of course take a look back at all of the moves that have happened all throughout this week as well. I'm Chase Sr., Jake Chipper, our producer today on the ones and twos and all of the real ones out there, and as always, no matter where you are, how you're tuned in, we appreciate you for making our NFL free agency coverage here at Chat Sports a part of your day, a part of your week, a part of your routine. And the official start of the new league year about a half hour from now, 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 o'clock Pacific. That's when these deals become official. These players who have agreed to terms on these contracts can back out over the next 27 minutes and change. And all teams across the NFL also have to be under the salary cap once the new league year begins. That's why a team like the Los Angeles Chargers agreeing to a contract restructure with Khalil Mack. They let go of Mike Williams. Kyle Juszczyk for the San Francisco 49ers agreeing to a contract restructure, opening up nearly $2 million in cap space. And we're going to see some more moves happen throughout the afternoon, rest of the week, because there are still very talented players available on the market. Got to give a shout out to our guy, Mac Daddy. He's been one of our Super Chat MVPs all throughout the week. $20 Super Chat to get us started on the San Francisco 49ers report. We're also live on Eagles Now. Both streams, both fan bases have been tremendous, making my job a dream come true, Chip's job a dream come true, and just such a blast. There is so much work that goes into everything that we do. We're working 12-plus hour days. We're on call 24 hours a day, and we're grinding. But we're grinding because we want to give you the best content out there. So thanks for supporting us here at Chat Sports. Mac Daddy, Kendricks, a great stopgap linebacker for Dre Greenlaw. Hopefully we get Greenlaw back by Thanksgiving, just in time for a playoff push. Exactly what I wanted from a solid third linebacker. It was looking bad early, but this helped. And it has helped. It is going to help. Eric Kendricks has 8+ years of 100+ tackles. He was an All-Pro back in 2019. His brother was actually a really solid linebacker for the Philadelphia Eagles for a few years, helped them win a Super Bowl back during the 2017 season, Super Bowl 52 over the New England Patriots. And Eric Kendricks has actually ended up being a much better player. Durable, dependable, smart, consistent. Adam Schefter breaking that news this morning. When I tell you that we're on call basically at all times, I woke up and I'm like, oh, Adam Schefter breaking the news. Niners signing Eric Kendricks. Chargers let him go to free up some cap space a few weeks ago. Had to rush into the studio, cook up a video, and it's popping right now on the stream, which is awesome. So 24 minutes until the start of the official new league year, and that's when these deals become official. And you know what? I'm just going to cut a deal right off the bat here. Mac Daddy's been a great supporter of everything that we're doing here on the show. So I'm just going to give him a shambong real quick. Shambong real quick to get us going. We've got some pink lemonade. Blends in a little bit with our green screen here, but pink vodka lemonade.
Taking it down early. We're not even 5 minutes into the stream yet.
It's absolutely delicious, as you can see and hear. Chipper right above me. You'll see him. You'll hear from him all throughout the day. Been my right-hand man really throughout the entire football season, especially here during free agency. We have a saying here. When we get videos done really quickly, we say, wow, we're just skull fucking out here. That's what we're doing all week. Our Super Chat menu. Anytime you send in a Super Chat, $10 or more, you get in the running for our March jersey raffle. On the Niners Report, we'll give away a Niners jersey at the end of the month. On Eagles Now, giving away an Eagles jersey. $20, we'll spin the wheel. So we have to spin a wheel right now. $50 gets you on the helmet. Every $500 is a beer bong. Every $1,000 is a shotgun. And because Mac Daddy has sent in so many Super Chats all throughout this week, I'm going to give him a gold sticker. He's certainly earned that. And he is going to go on the Niner helmet here. And Chip's going to get that wheel ready, and we're just going to spin that right off the bat. and see what we land on, and we'll have a lot of fun. We always like to be as entertaining, informative, and as insightful as possible right here on the show. So, Chip, whenever you're ready.
Let's get it. We got some good stuff on here, man. Chip cheers, shambong, freestyle. Let's see what we get. Let's spin it. First one of the day.
What do we got? First one of the day. We pretty much hit everything here. Ask us anything. Ask us anything in the chat right now. Spin it again, too, while the people get those questions in, because some people are watching on delay. We'll give you an extra wheel spin, and we gave you an extra shambong. We're all about making the people happy. Freestyle.
Off the rip.
All right. Wednesday, March 13th, start of the new league year. Here at Chat Sports, we drink a lot of beers. We've been grinding, hustling, little sleep, but you'll see no tears. Thanks for being here with us. You're the viewers of the year. That's the freestyle right there. Matthew Short, $10 super chat. What do you think we should do about cornerback and wide receiver? I think wide receiver, you can address that in the draft. It's a very deep draft class at the wide receiver spot. As for the cornerback position, Xavier Howard's out there. A couple of other players who could be kind of bargain deals. William Jackson still has not been signed. All of those right there, solid options. But for San Francisco, it all comes down to, what do you envision Deommodore Lenoir being? Is he an inside corner or an outside corner? You have to make that decision. And then from there, that helps your assessment of the entire roster, whether you need an outside corner or somebody who can play slot nickel. Our free agency coverage is sponsored by Prize Picks, best daily fantasy sports app out there, the only one that I use, and the largest independently run daily fantasy sports app in North America. They make daily fantasy so easy. $100 deposit match, prizepicks.com/CLNS. Use the code CLNS. You pick 2 or more players. You choose more or less on a projected stat line. And what we're rolling with tonight, James Harden special. More than 3.14 assists. The former Sixers fraud, too good of a deal to pass up. Jalen Suggs, more than 7.5 points. I like the value there. And then Jamal Murray, less than 21.5 points for Denver against the Miami Heat and that really good defense. Win big money with Prize Picks. Withdraw your winnings. Pick more, pick less. PrizePicks.com/CLNS. Great audience here so far. 300 people watching on the Niners side, 230 people watching on the Eagles side. Everybody do me a favor right now. Let me know where you're watching from. And also, everybody who's tuned in, make sure you hit that thumbs up icon and like the video. One of our wheel spins, ask us anything. Brian Thomas, any idea what the Birds have left in their free agency budget? Now that the new league year is starting, they'll start to have tabulations of the salary cap, and then we'll have a better idea how some of these deals are going to affect their salary cap. So after a couple of hours into today, and then tomorrow, rest of the week, we'll certainly have a better idea there. I know going into free agency, Philadelphia had $40+ million in salary cap space. Did anybody ask a question on the Niners side? Justin, Chargers just released Mike Williams, fit for the Niners. I don't think so. Debo, Ayuk, Jawan Jennings, Ronnie Bell, draft a wide receiver. Those are your 5. You still have Danny Gray on the roster as well. Where are you watching from, though? Let us know. Niagara Falls, Corona, California, Hawaii. Somebody threw out J.C. Jackson. Him and the Patriots have been talking. Santa Clara, California, Panhandle, Texas, L.A., Tacoma, Washington, West Virginia, York, Pennsylvania, King Javier, Northeast Maryland, Houston, Texas, Cherokee Reservation. That's pretty cool. Austin, Texas from Bell Gates. Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Shout out to the 570 Yingling Brewery. Greensboro, North Carolina. Oklahoma, San Bernardino, California. Florida from Joji. Idaho from Quacky Chan. Good nickname. Al Capper, Baton Rouge, Rhode Island, LA, Portland, Oregon. Chase's mom's house. Unfortunately, she passed away, Preston Armstrong. So my mom doesn't have a house to live in. So I know that you're not there. So I'm going to call Cap on that. Let's get to some more moves here. Adam Schefter. Trade And we talked about this earlier on the San Francisco 49ers report. Texans trading defensive tackle Malik Collins to the Niners. The compensation there, a 7th-round pick. I love this deal for San Francisco. He's going to be about $10 million less than Eric Armstead. His numbers over the last few years have been better than Eric Armstead. And he gives you some beef on the interior where you need it. And I think that this move is going to pay big dividends for the Niners. Coach Yak put out an awesome Eric Armstead, Malik Collins comparison, and we talked about it earlier on the show. But now that we're live, new audience, new people, so let's talk about it here. Eric Armstead, and these numbers over the last 3 years. 38 games, 11 sacks, 28 quarterback hits, 148 pressures, 101 tackles, 13 TFLs. Malik Collins, 46 games, so that's 8 more, 11 sacks, that's the same, 35 quarterback hits, 7 more, 116 pressures. Armstead has 148, so a gap there, but Collins has more tackles at 107 and has double the amount of TFLs with 26. Really, really like the move there. And over his last 3 years, he has 85 quarterback pressures, does Malik Collins. If you're having fun, make sure you hit that thumbs up icon, like the video here. Glad that everybody is hanging out. Let's get to 100 likes on our Eagles show. We have 52 likes right now. And then let's get to 100 likes also on our Niners show. We have 71 likes. Use both channels to kind of compete with one another. Black Mask, great deal, A-. More news on the Niners front. Niners and Pro Bowl fullback Kyle Juszczyk reached agreement on a restructured contract. That will free up nearly $2 million in cap space, 1.75 to be precise, for San Francisco's salary cap. Kyle Juszczyk's impact doesn't always get replicated and shown on the stat sheet, but he's a very valuable player. Lead blocker, running the football, short yardage situations, good pass catcher. Anytime the Niners call his number, he seems to make a big play. Motion man, team captain for the culture, all of these things do matter. Now, I had said that he can't play in 2024 under that cap number, and he's not going to. They're lowering it. And I think this is the right move to keep a really good player on this roster who's really valuable for what they want to do offensively while also lowering that salary. And Fred Warner, he redid his deal, and that opens up about $10 million. And then on the Eagles side, kickers are people too. What a great day for that movement. And bag alert. Eagles and kicker Jake Elliott reached agreement on a 4-year, $24 million contract extension. $6 million per year ties Elliott with Justin Tucker for the highest paid kicker in NFL history. Elliott is coming off a season in which he connected on a career best 93.8% of his field goals. He was 7 of 8 on kicks of 50-plus yards. He is 16 of 16 in his career in the NFL playoffs, including 5 of 5 in his Super Bowl appearances with his kicks. So a clutch kicker who's been durable, 29 years old, has a big leg. I think he started to turn the corner as the best kicker in football over Justin Tucker, and now he's compensated like that. Adam Schefter, also with some Chargers news here. After 7 seasons together, the Chargers are releasing wide receiver Mike Williams. The move will save the Chargers $20 million against their cap, and Williams will become a free agent. And then more news on the Chargers front. 8-time Pro Bowl defensive end and former Defensive Player of the Year Khalil Mack will remain with the Chargers. So no longer an option with San Francisco. That's going to free up salary cap space. And that's actually going to get those 2 moves. It's going to get the Chargers to below the threshold, which all teams need to get to by the start of the new league year, which is coming up in about 13 minutes or so. So the Chargers let go of Mike Williams. They're going to retain Khalil Mack, and the Joey Bosa watch is officially on for the San Francisco 49ers. Matthew Short, another $10 super chat. Any news on extending Warner or Ward? No news on extensions, we do have news on a restructure. Fred Warner restructured his contract. He's going to make the vet min this year, and that freed up about $10 million. So they reverted that, I believe, to a signing bonus for Fred Warner. So that frees up money for the Niners there.
Who's going to be the first one to send in a super on Eagles today, huh? Who's going to be the first? Got a great menu for y'all today. Got a great menu for y'all today. I'll crack open my first drink for whoever sends in the first one. And I'm trying to spin the wheel more. So let's get it going.
Black masks. They will wheelchair Bosa out of SoFi because of injuries or because of the dollars? Or because they don't want him anymore?
Wonder where Mike Williams is going to end up. He's going to have some suitors.
He'll have some suitors.
NFL edits saying Commanders, Texans, Panthers, all possibilities.
He's big for his size. He's fast for his size. A big wide receiver who can obviously go up and get it. Very physical. Can high point the football. Come down with some of those 50-50 catches. And Matthew Short with a couple of 10s so far. Couple of submissions for our March jersey raffle. Good stuff by him. Luis Montalvo, sign a linebacker in the next 12 minutes. That'll push my vote to an A+. Yeah, I'm looking at the live poll here, asking people to grade the Eagles free agency. 69% A, 29% B,
nice.
And then 1% C and D. And then our question on Niners, who would you rather have? Malik Collins, who's $10 million cheaper than Eric Armstead, or Eric Armstead? 81% Malik Collins. Make believe. $10 super chat. Crack that thing, man. Crack that thing, Chip.
Cheers, my boy. Cheers, brother. Couple sips for you there. Mac Daddy again.
Mac Daddy again.
Man, Mac Daddy. The super chat daddy here. The super chat daddy. Thanks for the love. You're all the best. Niners every day. Chargers better not release Bosa. We coming. Bang, bang. Probably not, but who knows? They probably do have to release one more.
No, that got him under the number.
Oh, that did get him under?
Yeah, that got him under the number.
He's not going anywhere.
But here's the thing. I think Joey Bosa, they're like, hey, we want you to restructure your deal or take a pay cut. I think you might say no. And I think you might say no by design to say, just let me go, cut me. That'll save you more than $40 million the next 2 years, and then I can make my mom happy, and I can go play with my brother and Nick for a better team. Other ways to support the show, we, of course, appreciate all of the super chats that have come in so far. Hit that thumbs up icon, like the video, subscribe to the channel, comment and share your thoughts, share the video, and be a real one.
Let's get that comment section going again. If you've been enjoying this free agency coverage, I want y'all to spam me. Let's get those me's going in the chat. This is day 3 now of what's been an amazing 3 days. So if y'all have been enjoying it so far, even if this is your first time joining us, spam me in the chat.
Let's do this. After you spam me or while you spam me, use hashtag 49ers, use hashtag Eagles, because everybody's shown so much love so far this year. We'll just take some questions. We'll take some questions here on the show. And we'll peek at the comment section, and you can ask us any questions about the Niners or the Eagles and overall NFL happenings. And we'll talk some ball here. Tony DeWeese, $2. They always find a way to get it done. John Lynch deserves credit. Howie Roseman deserves credit. The Niners, Eagles, 2 of the most well-run organizations, 2 of the best front offices, 2 of the best rosters, and that's why they're 2 of the best teams in football year in and year out. That's what it requires to consistently be a very, very good team. Now, some people are asking me about James Bradberry and the financial implications of his deal. Cutting him pre-June 1 makes no sense. That's $15.1 million in dead money. Cap savings would be $10.8 million. But the big thing, post-June 1, it's $10 million in dead money and $6.1 million in cap savings. So financially, it just doesn't make a lot of sense to cut James Bradberry unless you're so tired of him, you want him gone so badly, if you're Howie Roseman, that you're willing to eat that cash. But if you look at the trajectory of James Bradberry's career, he's literally been good, bad, year on, year off throughout his entire career. So was last year the bad year, which leads to 2024 being the good year? The issue, though, we asked Howie at the Combine, can Bradberry play the slot? And he said, we think he's primarily an outside guy. David Marcella, $5 super chat. I knew Ertz wasn't coming back. Signing with Washington, 1-year deal. I wonder if that's going to be the farewell tour for Zach Ertz. And this is starting to make me feel old, man. Jason Kelce, Fletcher Cox, retiring. Zach Ertz, some point soon. Lane Johnson at some point soon.
It's crazy, man. All these players I grew up watching.
And the good thing is Howie Roseman's been able to stack the cupboard kind of like what San Francisco's been able to do. The thing with the Niners, everybody's so down on San Francisco following that Super Bowl loss, and it was just a heartbreaking defeat, right? But Nick Bosa, Fred Warner, Deebo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk, Brock Purdy, Christian McCaffrey, they're all in their mid to late 20s. Fred Warner is like ageless, hasn't missed a game. Trent Williams is 35, entering his 36th season, but he continues to play at an all-pro level. You have Charvarius Ward, who's a younger player, Diamador Lenore, Talanoa Hufanga, Jair Brown, they're young players. So it's all about retooling, and that's what the best teams do, retool. Black Mask. Dude, you didn't even know what the icky shuffle was yesterday. How old do you think I feel? I just had to get reminded. I used to be so culturally sound with like music and rap. And now it's just, I'm so focused and locked in on the career, on sports. Sometimes I don't even know what the icky shuffle is. I have to be reminded, but that's why I have Chip. He's a young bull. Was just born right before September 11th, which is crazy to me.
Couple months before.
Crazy to me. Gump Wolf, been a Niner fan for 40 years. What a legend. What a legend. How about this? We're $54 away from 100 on the Niners report. And here we are, $14 on Eagles now. We get some more super chats in. Let's continue to have a fun, wacky Wednesday. I'll do another shambong here. Lion Fighter, Chase, I'm 10 years older than you. But you look fantastic, LFX. Looking young. That's what it's all about. Jack Herring, we need Cam Curl and Buda Baker right now. Can you imagine Cam Curl and CJ Gardner-Johnson as the safety tandem for Philadelphia?
Woo.
It's pretty damn good. It's pretty damn good.
Be impressive.
Black Mask said Gumpwolf since 1979. John Wallace. I go back to the mid-60s. Faithful since 77, 78. Joji Grant Cohn negotiated Kinlaw's contract. How about Kinlaw, though? He gets a bag. $7 million. I think all of it pretty much is guaranteed, so good for him. Matthew Short, are you disappointed that the Niners aren't addressing the issue with their offensive line? I've been the leader of the charge of saying San Francisco has to bulk up the offensive line. They have to get better in the trenches. Because you look at what has happened, 2021 NFC Championship game against the Rams. Aaron Donald wrecked that game and ended it with the pressure on Garoppolo. 2022 NFC title against Philadelphia. The Eagles kicked the Niners' asses in the trenches. And then in the Super Bowl, 11 pressures on Brock Purdy, 9 unblocked. When they've gone up against the elite teams, they've struggled. But I don't blame the Niners for not addressing offensive line in free agency because the market has absolutely exploded. Landon Dickerson, $21 million per year from the Eagles. Highest contract ever. Average annual value for a guard in NFL history. Jonah Jackson, $19 million per. Robert Hunt, $20 million per. Kevin Dotson, $16 million per. Mike Owenu, $19 million per. Like, these deals are insane. And now San Francisco is looking at that saying, we can't afford those offensive line contracts. And I don't blame them if they don't address it in the draft, in a deep draft class for offensive linemen. Then yes, Matt, I'll have some issues there. Nick Dofer, Niners need a clutch corner to put into the system. Niners for life. Some of the things that I put out on Twitter, social media just amazes me sometimes with how things can just take off and hit a wild jet stream. I was just theorizing and thinking, and I tweeted this out last night. There's been talk about the Niners making a splash move. Mike Silver keeps saying after every move that they've made, they're not done. They're not done. I believe a guy like that. So I just tweeted out, what if the Niners mess around, shock everybody, make a splash move and trade for Patrick Surtain? 100,000 views. That move would be great because then you have two elite corners on the outside, Patrick Surtain as well as Charvarius Ward. And then you have Demo, who's one of the better slot corners in the NFL. That's a great secondary. With a defensive line that I like how the Niners have really retooled it. Cool Rains, Derek Gunn said the Eagles don't appear to be interested anymore in Justin Simmons. I would imagine that signing C.J. Gardner-Johnson takes them out of the Justin Simmons sweepstakes because he can earn up to $11 million per year, C.J. Gardner-Johnson. And I think that Justin Simmons, he's going to go to a team like the Titans that's really prioritizing him, and they're going to give him similar money, if not more money. So that's kind of how I see that. John Oden, been an Eagles fan since 2015. I'm 20 years old. Greatest fan base ever. You know what I've learned in hosting the Niners Report and Eagles Now? Two of the most passionate fan bases in all of sports. It's very, very cool to see.
Absolutely.
Usman Malik is a first-time Super Chatter. Are you surprised Justin Simmons hasn't been signed yet by the Eagles or any team for that matter? I'm not surprised. For the first time in his career, he gets to test truly the free agency market as an unrestricted free agent who knows that he's not going to go back to his former team. And since 2016, he leads the NFL in interceptions with 30. And he's a four-time second-team All-Pro. He's going to take his time. He deserves that. He's earned that right. And he's going to want to go to the destination that makes sense for him, that gives him a nice little bag, because it's probably realistically his last big contract. But some of these players aren't really in a rush to sign some of these deals. Let's spin that wheel again.
Let's do it for the first timer. I figured why not. You're a first timer.
First time Super Chatter.
We'll spin that wheel for you.
We'll spin that wheel for Usman. Hopefully we pronounced that right, by the way. And what are we going to land on? Smelling salts?
Ooh.
All right, let's do it. We can wake up a little bit.
Don't tell Tex.
Yeah, don't tell Tex. Ring that bell, baby. And we'll do some smelling salts to wake up. Woo! Woo! $20 away from 100 on the Niners Report. Once we get there, another Shambon. And if we get a $50 Super Chat, get a shotgun.
Jeffrey Ray with the $5 Super Chat. His 20th Super Chat.
20th Super Chat for Jeffrey Ray. That's pretty impressive. The combo of fan bases in this live is wild. We hate each other. Why Eagles chase? Niners. Are we drafting a right tackle? So this is my job. I actually cover all 32 teams around the NFL, but I was hired in 2021 to cover the Niners, and then the person who was doing Eagles left the company. I'm from Philadelphia. I was obviously the perfect person to take that over, and for me, it makes me more valuable as an employee here at Chat Sports. So I love covering both because both are really fun teams to talk about. Both are really good teams, and it's changed my life, honestly. So I love you all who watch the show. Really do appreciate everybody for being here. Great audiences on both. 10 likes away from 100 on Eagles now. And we're up to 133 likes on the Niners report. Everybody watching right now, do us a favor, like the video. The more likes that we get, more people who will pile in here, the more fun that we'll have. And ladies and gentlemen, the 2024 NFL season, as far as the new league year, has officially just started. It is underway. Here we go. 2024, 2024, 2024. How about Chip and Chase for 2024? I think a lot of people could get behind that.
Absolutely.
I think we could do a better job than what's being done right now. Chip and Chase, 2024. Joe Marucci, 62 years old, been a fan since I can remember, 1970 or so. That's very cool. Ed Sheridan, biggest weakness for the Eagles defense, still needs work done. Linebacker, corner, safety. We only have one good safety. Reed Blankenship, Sidney Brown, Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, the three safeties currently on this Eagles roster. Jacob Martin, no news on an Ayuk extension as of right now. Stephen Gray, whaling from Alaska. That's one of the coolest comments we've ever gotten.
That's got to be, in terms of where you're watching from, that's got to be top 5 at least.
Especially if you're whaling. Blue Raven, Chip and Dip 2024. I can get behind that. Nick Dolfer, I might need to get Chip a Niners hat for the mix. He's wearing Clemson, the alma mater.
Got to stay, even.
But if you want to get him a Niners hat, send me an email, chase@chatsports.com, and I'll give you our address for the studio. You can send it. Two Real Philly. Cowboys are going crazy. I love it. And I'm going to send Chip something that I put out on X the other day, which popped off on X and Instagram, that is just so funny to me. I'm going to send him 2 pictures, actually. Let me find it here. Cowboys are going crazy. Love it. We can all get behind that. There's the one that we can show.
I love this one.
And then the other one. You just got to love the humor here from yours truly. Let me find that as well. And also, how about CJ Gardner-Johnson when he was doing a live stream on gaming? What's that site called? Twitch?
Yeah.
He was doing a Twitch stream. I'm just aging myself, man. It's unfortunate. He said, my least favorite thing about Philly is the people. They're fucking obnoxious. Can't stand the fuckers. We say that about our own friends and family members in Philadelphia. But I saw this yesterday. Peter Thurman actually sent me this on Instagram, so I had to put it up on X and on IG. Breaking news. Dallas Cowboys signing nobody. They have not made a signing. They have not done anything to improve that roster. There was some chatter about them maybe being in the running back market. Jane Slater was talking about that. Nada. And then Skip Bayless.
This one's great.
He tweeted out yesterday, all in, comma, my ass. And that was a Jerry Jones quote. He said, we're all in going into this offseason. Now, of course, I had to edit that, and I had to cover the comma with the same, obviously, color as the tweet. And if it doesn't have a comma there, it reads as, all in my ass. So Skip Bayless, pause.
Hold on, Skip.
Hold on, Skip.
Hold on, Skip.
Pause there, Skippy. Pause there, Skippy. All in my ass, Skip Bayless. That's crazy talk. That's crazy talk.
The Cowboys are doing something to him, man.
Justin Smith, this is pretty cool. Chase, brother, how old are you? I watch you on WNEP, but you can't be that old. I'm 32. So I was at WNEP, Northeastern Pennsylvania, from 2017 to 2021, and then I started here March 1 of 2021. So I was in the news business as a news reporter, with the microphone covering everything from murders, court cases, car crashes, Penn State football games, AAA baseball games, live at Yankee Stadium, live on high school football sidelines, high school basketball, AHL hockey. I was doing it all at WNEP, but I realized, especially during COVID, especially during the crazy times that were 2020, when there were no sports going on, my dream has always been be a sports broadcaster. I had to get out of that news business. And I also met all these politicians, which are slimy. They lie in your faces. So much hypocrisy. Dipped on out of the news business. Always an agenda to follow. Go Wolf! We can all agree, F the Cowboys.
F the Cowboys.
F the Cowboys. F the Cowboys. All right, $15 from a Shambong. We're at $85 on the Niners report, $21 on Philadelphia Eagles. Now, let's pay our bills here. Prize Picks, our sponsor for our NFL free agency coverage, day 3. Daily fantasy sports made easy. You pick 2 or more players, choose more or less on the projected stat lines, and you can win up to 25 times your money. If you tailed producer Chip and I, we were giving y'all winners all throughout the year. And what's cool about Prize Picks, best daily fantasy sports app, largest independently run daily fantasy sports app, the only DFS app that you should be using, but they run some of these specials, which are awesome. We know that James Harden is going to have more than 3.14 points, right? So let's hit the more there. Jalen Suggs more than 7.5 points as the Magic upstart team take on the Bucks. That Clippers game is against the Bulls. Jamal Murray less than 21.5 points against that good Heat defense. Win big money, withdraw your winnings. You can combine sports, for instance, right now, NBA, NHL. Pick more, pick less. $100 deposit match. You put in $100, you get $100 back. PrizePicks.com/CLNS. Here's a look at our Super Chat menu. And let's do this over the next 2 minutes. Let's go 50% off on the Super Chat menu for spin the wheel and signing the helmet. So $10, you get to spin the wheel. $25, you sign the helmet. We've got a Niners helmet. We've got an Eagles helmet. Able to add a lot of names to both helmets all throughout this week. 2 beautiful looking helmets too, by the way. Every 500, Shambong, but we're making deals with that because if we get past 100, I'm doing the Shambong. And every 1,000 is a shotgun, but listen up because we'll do occasional deals for the shotgun as well. Like right now, $50 Super Chat, shotgun and a beer. But that has to happen in the next 2 minutes. We're 41 seconds in.
On the clock.
Black Mask, Ronnie Lott, still the greatest safety to ever play. Yeah, the best safeties ever. Ronnie Lott, Ed Reed, Brian Dawkins, Troy Polamalu, all names that belong on that list. Couple of others that I'm probably missing who played well before my time, but those are my GOAT safeties. Jamie Meyer said, fly Eagles fly, F them Cowgirls.
F them Cowgirls.
Ronnie Lott hit like a Mack truck from Joji, really did.
So you talked about this Calvin Ridley situation yesterday a little bit. So obviously he did not re-sign yet with the Jags. So the Jags officially owe the Falcons pick 79 in this year's draft, as opposed to if they would have signed him to an extension by the deadline today, they would have owed the Falcons a 2nd-round pick. But now just owe them pick 79, which I believe is a 3rd-round pick. And they can still re-sign him now, but they don't have to give up that 2nd-round pick. And this is breaking news. This was expected, but breaking news, Michael Thomas officially to be designated as a post-June 1 release by the Saints.
Yeah, a lot of news is starting to trickle in here. Joe Mixon said goodbye to Cincinnati. Michael Thomas, post-June 1 cut. Eagles officially announced the signing of Saquon Barkley. Oh, a couple super chats coming in. Cerebral Assassin, Nick Dolfer, Dennis Designs. We got 2 wheel spins coming up. Let's do that. And I owe a Shambong here. So we'll do another Shambong.
Can't stay and watch, but we'll watch this later. Thanks for the coverage, Cerebral. Appreciate you.
Cerebral Assassin, my man.
We owe you a wheel spin, though, real quick.
You can always take us on the go, too, with the YouTube app. Keep that in mind. But thank you for that. 3 wheel spins coming up.
So let's spin the wheel now for Cerebral.
Touchdown dance. How about this? The Saquon Barkley one.
That was a good one.
That's the Saquon Barkley touchdown dance. He's made that famous at Penn State and with the Giants. Black Mask, of course, that Icky Shuffle. What was the Icky Shuffle again?
That was the, yeah.
That's that one, right? More announcements will come, by the way. Eagles are just, and all teams across the NFL, starting to make these announcements official. Dolphins officially released Xavier Howard. From this point forward, teams can use the post-June 1 designations to spread the cap hits for releasing players over 2 years if they so choose. That's what the Niners could do with Eric Armstead. So keep that in mind. Nick Dolfer! Chase, can you put my awesome daughter on the helmet? MD. Of course, my brother. 49ers to number 6.
Dolfer, another legend these 3 days.
Oh, yeah. Nick
Another
Dolfer.
legend. And we're going to spin the wheel for you as well, Nick.
Spin the wheel for Nick, and then Dennis Designs is next.
Here we go. Wow, Blanche, I can outdrink you. You're not about it, buddy. Calling you out. Calling you out.
What did he say?
He said, I can outdrink you. You're not about it, buddy.
Oh, Blanche, okay. Can you do a shotgun in 3.5 seconds, Blanche?
That's the bar.
That's the bar, man. Ask us anything. Spin it again. Spin it again. Can you please gritty chase? Yes.
Hey.
Spin it again.
Run it back with the
So
freestyle.
who was the one that was saying Blanche? Devereaux. All right, we'll call Blanche Devereaux Blanche Dever. Coming at me in the comment section is Blanche Dever, saying I can outdrink you, I'll drink faster, chop off your head. We call that severed.
Ooh. Ooh.
There's a little freestyle for you. Saying you're not about it, buddy. Watch me. I'm down to get dirty. We call that muddy.
Out the mud.
Out the mud. Shout out B-Ball Paul. J. the Kid, is there a scenario where we can get Surtain realistically? I saw people talking about it earlier. Never sleep on Howie. Oh! Alejandro! One of our Eagles now Super Chat MVPs. Chase, what do you think if Howie made this happen? Justin Simmons, Devin White, Patrick Surtain. I think all of Philadelphia might need a new pair of pants if that happened, to be honest with you. I don't think that Justin Simmons is realistic alongside C.J. Gardner-Johnson because you're already giving C.J. Gardner-Johnson up to $33 million. I think Devin White is realistic. Patrick Surtain, you'd have to give up 22nd overall and maybe another pick and or Josh Sweat. That's what you'd probably have to do. Alejandro, $50 super chat.
Wow.
We're going to put you on the helmet. You get a gold sticker. Black Mask was asking. Black Mask, $50 to go on the helmet. And Alejandro is going to go on our Eagles helmet here with the $50 super chat. Alejandro! I love saying names like that. Dennis Designs. Good work, guys. Saw your short last night. I screamed with the CJ Gardner-Johnson signing. With all of the moves that are happening, we're doing YouTube shorts, short form content, instant reaction. I've kind of been leading that company-wide strategy, and then we do long form videos as well here on the show. So thank you for that, Dennis Designs. You know what's weird, Dennis? I try to respond to your comments on YouTube, and I always get hit with an error. I don't know what it is. So when I heart it and I like it, it's because I can't comment back. I'm not sure it's a YouTube glitch, but...
YouTube shadow banning Dennis.
YouTube shadow banning Dennis Designs? I don't like it. But yeah, keep that in mind. We appreciate you either way. We'll send you a Chat Sports shirt. Matthew Short, what about Donnie Shell? Donnie Shell, as one of the best safeties of all time, Steel Curtain, Pittsburgh Steelers. Those Steelers teams, obviously I wasn't alive for it, but I love football history. Special. Let's spin this wheel for Dennis here.
Round and round it goes.
Beer cheers. Chip, you want to give him a beer cheers? Because to our guy Blanche, you misspelled my first name as well. Can't miss the E. It stands for extraordinary because Blanche is nothing short of that. I like the confidence, man. I like the confidence. But I want to ask you, can you shotgun a beer in 3.5 seconds? Because that's what I'm about to do here. With that $50 super chat from Alejandro.
If you haven't seen this before, this is some legendary stuff. Some legendary stuff.
I mean, you're telling me I don't got it, that you would outdrink me. But I'm just asking, can you shotgun a beer in 3.5 seconds? Send it to me on social media if you can. But Chip, you on the timer?
I'm on the clock.
And this is going to be on the crack.
On the crack.
Pause. Here we go.
Let me make sure they can see this. This might be a new world record.
Oh, that one hurt.
This might be a new world record.
3.11.
3.1. Come on. Come on.
Blanchy. He said the F was that. That was one of the fastest shotguns that you'll ever see.
I would have ate the can.
You would have eaten the can.
Just always one up and always got something else to say.
Yeah, you always got something to say. I respect it.
I love that.
I respect it, though. Jimmy G released, but staying in Vegas to do movies from Black Mass. Very good comment right there.
Trizzy beat Chase on day 2. Did y'all race? I don't remember y'all racing.
I still think I won. And that wasn't me trying to go fast. That was just...
I think they just both drank. I'm
yeah,
not
we
sure
just both drank. It wasn't a race.
The world's fastest shotgun is 2.76 official. Where's this information from? If it's not, see this right here, you can always go back and find this, right? This is recorded. This is on the record. Where is this 276? If it's not on video, I don't believe it.
I don't see it.
And I do think Chase could even beat that time.
Al Capper, Chase is an alcoholic. I wouldn't categorize myself as an alcoholic. Breaking news. Eric Armstead officially released.
There it is.
That is going to be a post-June 1 cut. So they've officially announced these moves, the Niners. Eric Armstead released after 9 years, past 4 as a captain. The post-June 1 designation means the Niners will save $18 million in cap space this year. It'll count $10.3 million in dead money this year and another $15.5 million in dead money on the team's 2025 cap. Interesting.
Gonna be curious to see where he lands. Texans, we were talking earlier, Texans could be an interesting option.
Yeah, Texans... Jets, maybe, with Saleh. Titans, with Rand Carthon. let's see here. Going to take a look at some of these numbers.
Depends how much he's asking for as well.
And that's the last player on the Niners roster who had any connections to Trent Baalke, by the way. The new longest tenured Niner is the man whose contract was just redone. And that's Kyle Juszczyk.
Miami? Miami's pretty cap strong, no?
Buffalo is being talked about as a possible landing spot for Armstead.
That's interesting. Yeah, Patrick, Titans, certainly a possibility as well. Texans is where I would put my money. Cool Reigns.
Okay.
Commanders?
Commanders with Adam Peters.
They're still holding on to a couple of those interior guys, though, no? They still have Payne and Allen.
Yes. Armstead could play a little defensive end. When he did that in 2021, he was really good.
Debo edits, take on Sam Darnold to the Vikings. Certainly gets an opportunity.
Oh, wow. The Eagles are making a jersey switch. Let me send you this chip.
Interesting.
Very minor.
Oh.
And I'm going to ask you if you can pinpoint the change.
I'm curious.
We'll pop it up on the screen here. The Panthers, Corey McConnell, they're spending big money.
Oh, I see it right away.
In the trenches. We'll ask the people here.
At least I think.
Aiden Kuzio said the fastest shotgun ever is 2.78 seconds with a 12-ounce can. $19 away from 100 on Eagles now once we get there, another Shambong. All right, here is the jersey switch for the Eagles. What changed? What is the change on the new Eagles jerseys? What is the new change? Colton has an idea. Yep, it's the Eagles font.
Yeah, that new
It used
font.
to have kind of the bend with that old Eagles font, but the Eagles moved to that font in their end zones for the last 2 years, and now that font that used to be in the end zones was on the jersey as early as last year. It's now off of it. So more of kind of a modern font there.
It's grown on me, I'm not going to lie. When I first saw it, I didn't love it.
I didn't like it at first, but I'm cool with that.
Yeah, it's cool.
All right, should we talk about Eric Armstead in depth? Why for yes and for no? Why for yes and for no? Should we talk about Eric Armstead's official release in depth? Black Mask, he's dead to me. I love a good TQ Barber troll. Filthy God said Hufanga and Simmons. Jeez. What about Jair Brown, though? Jair Brown's a dog. We're waiting to see the cap numbers now that the official league year has started. Brent Smith, Chase, has one of my comments offended you? No, not at all, man. I have nothing but good things to say about Brent Smith. What would you have said that would have been bad?
Wow. That's a lot of...
Lucius, the Trey White deal, prove it deal is going to hit like a truck. I'd like that. Filthy God, shout me out, Chase. You're a goat. Salute. Brent Smith. Why would you say that? I also heard a great quote today. I was listening to the Tucker Carlson and Chris Cuomo interview. I thought it was great. Obviously, they're on different sides of the political spectrum, but they had a really good conversation. And Tucker Carlson said something along the lines of, why would you ever put stock into something that a stranger says? It's good advice for anybody out there. Why would you ever let something that a stranger says affect you? People rip me in the comment section all the time. It's gotten to me at times, but why would I let that affect me? I shouldn't let it affect me. Devin Gomez, Chase equals king. You're king. Brian Trevette, Tucker Carlson will burn in hell. Oh my God. See, and I'm just talking from a pure broadcasting. This is broadcaster to broadcaster. As far as delivery, pacing, enunciation, emphasis, vocabulary, delivery, he is so good at all of that stuff as a broadcasting talent. Again, doesn't really give you a peek into my political leanings, although I hate extremists on both sides. But I think Tucker is a good talent. Steve Carr saying, Black Mask, you're funny, bro. He is hilarious.
Debo edits, yeah, Daniil Hunter went to the Texans yesterday.
Daniil Hunter to the Texans.
Do you want us to run through some of the moves that have happened recently?
We
If
can
y'all
do
aren't
that.
caught up, we can run through some of the moves that happened.
I love how 48 of the $49 million is
Yeah, like
guaranteed.
what is the one that isn't guaranteed? What does he need to do to earn that extra million? What's
Jimmy
the-
Garoppolo officially released. Brian Hoyer, Hunter Renfrow, Jerry Tillery also released. Brent Smith said, Chase, I was a little critical of one of your free agency shows. However, I've got nothing but respect for you. My man, I appreciate that. You can be critical. That just makes me get better, wants me to be better. What were all of the Texans' moves? Can we do team-by-team tracker?
Yeah, we can do any team y'all want. We can go team by team. Show all the
Ask
moves
us
they
about
made.
a team, and we can give you all of the moves that they made. So, Lion Fighter was asking about the Texans, and I think the Texans have crushed it. I think their strategy very similar to the 2021 Bengals, where they're trying to take advantage of a quarterback being on their rookie deal.
A lot of moves for the Texans here.
Got things started with a 3-year, $36 million deal with Dalton Schultz. Tight end gets $23.5 million in guaranteed money. They signed Kai Fairbairn to a 3-year, nearly $16 million extension. He's their kicker. Safety Eric Murray, 1-year, $1.25 million deal. Foley Fatakasi, 1-year deal. Still not sure the details of that. Cornerback Lonnie Johnson, 1-year, $1.3 million deal. They signed Jeff Okudah, former 3rd overall pick by the Lions, 1 year, $4.75, $2.5 million in guaranteed money. Danico Autry, 2 years, 20 at defensive tackle, 10.5 guaranteed. And keep in mind, by the way, all of these moves all fit the timeline of CJ Stroud being on his rookie contract. So, year one obviously was last year. If they exercise his 5th-year option, that's 4 more years. So, they're structuring all of these deals to fit within the next 4 or 5 years. Mike Ford, 2 years, $4.5 million. I love Azeez Al-Shire. I wanted the Niners to sign him, but they weren't going to sign him at nearly $11 million per. 3 years, $34 for him. Noah Brown, 1 year, $4. They signed punter Tommy Townsend, 2 years, $6. $3 million for a punter. What a job. Delshon Phillips, linebacker, 2.3 guaranteed of that 2.6 for 1 year. They traded for Joe Mixon, only had to send a 7th to the Bengals. The big splash move, Daniil Hunter, 2 years, $49 million. At 29 years old, 5th in sacks this past year. He gets 48 guaranteed.
We had some people that just for the laughs wanted to see all the moves the Cowboys have made. So we will get up for you.
Let's do that.
This right here, these are all the moves the Cowboys have made. Baby.
All of the moves that the Cowboys have made. Trent Sieg re-signing with Dallas. 1 year vet min. Oh! Alejandro! Chase, can you do a tequila shot for the best fans in the NFL? Philly, go Birds. And would you rather have Surtain, who is an established corner, or try to hit in the draft with the corner? Price efficiency-wise, I might try to draft a corner at number 22. Because with Surtain, you're going to have to give him an extension worth, let's say, somewhere in the neighborhood of $20 million per year. Tequila shot. I don't know if we have tequila right now, but how about I give you a Chambon? Is that cool, Alejandro? A little pink lemonade vodka mix Chambon?
My dad's in here. He saw that, the Cowboys signing. That's funny.
Cheers to Alejandro.
Cheers, Alejandro. I'll give you a little beer cheers. That is their long snapper.
Did you get drunk after the stream yesterday? By the way, it was fire. Our kind of game plan after the stream was we went back to the other office and Chip worked on the Sixers. I kind of decompressed. And then we always kind of have to help everybody else out because we have, I think, 22 of the 32 teams we have channels for at Chat Sports. So we're helping some other people out. We're resting. And then we saw CJ Gardner-Johnson sign. And I stood up right away. CJ Gardner-Johnson, back to the Eagles. And we did a video right away. And then the thought process, or the process, I guess, there of execution is get the show together, do a YouTube short form content, put it on Twitter, put it on Instagram, and then we film the actual video. Joe Marucci, breaking news, Cowboys have signed a new play-by-play announcer. There's no truth to the rumor that it's Brandon from Let's Go. Let's go, Brandon. Breaking news, the Cowboys have made a signing. We have the photo to prove it.
You want to see? This is Justin.
Justin.
Big time move.
The Dallas Cowboys have made a signing. His name is Nobody. Oh! Black Mask. $100 super chat. Get out of here, you Pigeon fan. If you're not a Niners fan, you're nothing. Sticker for my son, MD. Sticker for my daughter, LD. And I'm going to give you a sticker as well.
Wow.
MD, LD.
Man.
3 stickers coming for Black Mask. MD, LD, and then double Ds for Damon.
Wow.
Let's put the family together right there.
Black Mask.
Black Mask.
Big time.
You love to see it.
I'm going to give you a little chug. For 100, I got to give you a chug, Black Mask. I got the Freedom Funnel today. USA. 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 Got the Freedom Funnel. Trizzy Trace stole all the
Drinking apparatuses.
Stole them all. He said, I need them all. It's like, all right, fine. I'll take
3 stickers for our guy, Black Mask.
Yeah, no toilet bowl. Mirabonga this time. Got the...
You know what I think we can do, dude? Is San Francisco 49ers make multiple roster moves.
Yeah.
And we can do Armstead, Juszczyk, Malik Collins, and Eric Kendricks.
Cool.
I think we can do that. Yeah, I think that's what we can do. So we can do that as a cut.
We gonna do it.
I can send that message here.
Okay. Words. Black Mask with the 100. Anytime 100 comes in, no matter what, I'll do a beer bong. No matter what. Here we go. Ugh. Woo! Kyle, yep, Jimmy Garoppolo officially cut. Was expected. Was expected. David, just got home from school. Any updates? Just moves being officially announced. Nothing new coming in for the Birds. Nothing new. Eagles did announce that Bryce Huff is going to wear number 47.
Oh, is that official?
Yep. So number 47 for Bryce Huff. Michael Thomas also got released.
Chip stepping up from Dennis Designs.
Taking him down.
Dennis Designs, I'm going to do a shambong for you.
Madden King for the Niners just got out of school. Who did we get today?
We're about to talk about all of that, but we can give them the moves here if you want to go tracker action. Dennis Designs, Black Mask, all the legends. Here you go.
Here are the Niners moves.
So we'll give you all the moves that the Niners have made. Colt McKivitz, 1 year, $7 million extension. Brandon Allen, 1 year, $1.21 million deal. If he's your QB2, that's really good money right there because Sam Darnold was making a lot more. He got 1 year, 10 with Minnesota. Leonard Floyd, 2 years, 20, $12 million guaranteed. Juwan Jennings, second round tender. That comes in at a price tag of $4.89. So if he comes back to the Niners with no contract extension, he'll play in 2024 under that number. Yetur Gross-Matos, 2 years, $18 million. George Odom, 2 years up to 10. Jordan Elliott, 2 years, 10. And then the moves today. Eric Kendricks, 1 year deal. Waiting to see the details on that. The Niners traded for Malik Collins, so maybe you didn't see that when you were at school. Great deal. Awesome value for a really good player. 7th round pick to the Texans. And then Kyle Juszczyk, contract restructure, cleared about $1.75 million in 2024 cap space.
There you go.
Dennis Designs, break time. Packers moves. You want to just pop up the Packers and then you can do your thing? Cool Reigns. Chase, can you tell us more about Dallas signing nobody? Yeah, literally have signed nobody. All right, let's take a look at some Packers moves. You can do your thing, Chip. I think the Packers going into 2024 are one of my favorites to win the NFC. I really do believe that. I think they're a really good team. Last year, they ended hot. They gave the Niners everything they could handle in the divisional round. And why I like Green Bay, good quarterback play with Jordan Love, good coach, Matt LaFleur. Josh Jacobs from Aaron Jones. It's definitely an interesting move because Aaron Jones has been a really productive player who ended last year on a tear. But maybe they want to go with more of a physical back because they are going to lose A.J. Dillon. 4 years, $48 million. He gets $12 million per for the 2022 NFL rushing leader. And they paid a lot for him. They paid a lot for Xavier McKinney, who is a really good safety. He has missed a lot of time throughout his NFL career, but this past year was his best, 100% of the snaps, and was excellent for the Giants. 4 years, $68 million. And the Packers aren't a team that pays that much money off him. in free agency. $17 million per for a safety is certainly a lot. Keyshawn Nixon, they brought him back, punt returner, kick returner, return man DB, 3 years, $18 million. I thought he was a potential target for San Francisco. And then Corey Ballentine, defensive back, they brought him back. And they're making these moves here on top of all of the other players that they have on that team. They're legitimately 4 receivers deep at wide receiver. They have 2 really good tight ends. They always have a really good offensive line and defensive line. And the Niners had to pull a rabbit out of their hat to beat them in the waning moments of that game in the divisional round. And that's with the Packers team that had to fight their way and claw to get into the playoffs. So I think that's a really dangerous team going into 2024. And I said that after they beat the Cowboys. How about them Cowboys? Black Mask, great knowledge there. They're a publicly traded team. There is no owner. Yeah, like the local residents have ownership stake pretty much of the Green Bay Packers. They don't have an owner. And that's why sometimes they don't spend big in free agency, but they do just such a good job of drafting, developing players, and to go from Brett Favre to Aaron Rodgers over the course of that many years is just insane. And if they hit on Jordan Love again, can you imagine that? We can go in that order that I sent in Slack. Yeah. John Oden. Chase, what about the Broncos? Also, people asking about the Commanders. Can we go Commanders and Broncos? The Broncos really haven't done that much, my man. They've just let go of a lot of players. But the Commanders have been extremely active. They have, how many pages is that? 3 pages? 4 pages? 13 moves. So they got started with Zach Ertz, 1 year, $5 million deal. And that's just a veteran tight end who is very serviceable, and you can count on him. Dorrance Armstrong, 3 year, $33 million deal. Dan Quinn plucks him away from the Dallas Cowboys, where he used to be the DC. Also signed another Cowboy, Tyler Biadasz, 3 year, $29.25 million deal. Nearly $21 million there is guaranteed. Their offensive line was so bad, they had to improve there. And there you go, they're improving. Frankie Lavu, 3 year, $31 million deal. That's a good chunk of change for him. An emerging linebacker who's still young, who started his career with the Carolina Panthers. And then furthermore, I love the value here of Austin Eckler. He's a little bit older than some of the other backs that are getting paid, but when you factor in Derrick Henry, $8 million per, DeAndre Swift, $8 million per, Josh Jacobs, $12 million per, and then Saquon Barkley getting $26 million in guaranteed money, 2 years, 8.43 for Austin Eckler, who can carry it and catch it. Like it. They get a kicker in Brandon McManus, T for Temple U, 1 year, 3.5. Nick Allegretti is going to get starting guard money. He filled in the Super Bowl for Kansas City and played with the torn UCL in his elbow. 3 years, 16, $9 million guaranteed. So they signed him from the Super Bowl champions. They sign away Cleveland Ferrell from the Niners. I would have paid Cleveland Ferrell 1 year, 3.75, but you got Leonard Floyd, you took Gross Matos, you got Younger there. And then we can go to the next page here. Marcus Mariota, 1 year, 6, which can be up to 9 or 10, I think I saw. He can be their stopgap quarterback option if you draft a rookie. If not, good backup, although I thought he was a bad backup for the Eagles. Dante Fowler, edge rusher. Tyler Ott, long snapper. Jeremy Chin, 1 year, 4, 3.5 guaranteed though. And then more moves. That's it, right? And then Broncos. Somebody asked about the Broncos. Brandon Jones, safety. Really good money there. comes over from Miami, 3 years, 20, 12.5 guaranteed. Will Lutz, 2 years, 8.4, kicker. Michael Burton, 1 year deal, and then Malcolm Roach. Really, for Denver, it's been about shedding salary, not adding salary. Oh, yeah, Patrick Mahomes' contract restructure clears $21.5 million in 2024 cap space. So what do the Chiefs have in store? See if we have some other news here to hit. Black Mask, good point. All about the draft. Pretty much is.
Saw someone asking for the Jags. They've made 8 moves here so far. Some good moves for the Jags.
Jaguars, Ezra Cleveland, 3 years, 28.5. I think that's pretty good money for offensive tackle, man, for a solid player there. 14.5 guaranteed. No. Yeah, Ezra Cleveland, 3 years, 28.5. Mac Jones, traded for him, 6th-round pick, backup for Trevor Lawrence. Mitch Morse, center, 2 years, 10.5, $7 million guaranteed. Gabriel Davis, 3 years, 39. Darnell Savage goes from Green Bay to Jacksonville, 3 years, 28.5. Mac Jones, 2024 6th-round pick. As we said, I kind of like that because if Trevor Lawrence struggles, you can go with Mac Jones. Yeah, Darnell Savage, 3 years, 21.75. Devin Duvernay, 2 years, 8.5. Ronald Darby, 2 years, 8.5. And then Dearness Johnson. That's right. Stone Cold Fire. F them Cowboys. $10 super chat. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Cool Rain says, let's have a look at the Cowboys signing again. Good day, mate. We can show him the photo. Breaking news. The Dallas Cowboys have signed nobody. Icy Productions. You need to watch Berg's Prod new vid on the Eagles offense. Let me check out that YouTube channel here. Berg's Productions. Oh, wow. 324,000 subscribers. I don't see any videos, though. Oh, is it that minute-long vid? Oh, the deep ball to Devante Smith. A.J. Brown. Yeah, that's pretty sweet. People are asking about the Ravens signings. I want to show somebody this. Yeah, you could show the Ravens signings. Also, Adam Schefter tweeted out earlier how many players they've lost. Let me see. Trying to find that here.
Here are the Ravens' moves. Just 2 signings and then 1 re-signing.
Yep.
Or I guess 2 re-signings because Harrison was on the team. So they've only brought in 1 external player, which is Derrick Henry, of course.
Let me see. Trying to find the Ravens' departures. Was it not Schefter? Here we go. The Baltimore Ravens, after making it to the AFC Championship game, and this is why it's so precious to be able to capitalize and win a game like the AFC title against a down Chiefs team, is because with the small market team like that, they got to retool. They have lost Patrick Queen, Geno Stone, Morgan Moses, John Simpson, Gus Edwards, Ronald Darby, Tyus Bowser, Devin Duvernay, Delshon Phillips, and Tyler Ott. They've added these players here: Justin Matabuke, re-signing, Malik Harrison, Derrick Henry. Yep. Animation. Didn't even know Chip was on today. What's up, man?
What up? What up? Animation. What's good? About to talk some Niners here. All the moves they've made.
Yep. Eagles officially announced the signing of Bryce Huff to a 3-year contract.
The Titans have signed Mason Rudolph.
Okay.
And Saquon will wear 26 for the Birds.
Okay.
So Mason Rudolph leaving the Steelers.
Dragon, he's back. Tuned in from Serbia. What's up, Chip and Chase? Sorry if I'm late. No worries, man.
What up?
Taylor Bisciotti. Awesome day here on the show. $232 in Super Chats on the Niners side, $131 on the Eagles side. Free agency has been awesome. All right, what we're about to do right now, Niners making a couple of roster moves here, and some moves efficiently made official. So we're going to talk about those here on the show. And then, of course, we'll continue to pass along all of the moves that are happening across the entire National Football League, as it's a day of celebration because the new league year is officially underway. Everybody watching right now, do us a favor. Make sure you hit that thumbs up icon and you like the video. 32 likes away from 200 on the Niners side. We're at 212 right now. What did I say? 169 now on the Eagles side. 212 right now on the Niners side. And let's talk about a couple of roster moves for San Francisco here on day 3 of free agency, first day of the new league year. San Francisco 49ers making multiple roster moves on the first official day of the 2024 NFL League year. It's basically the third day of NFL free agency. You're watching the San Francisco 49ers Report by Chat Sports. I'm Chase Sr. No matter where you are, how you're tuned in, we appreciate you for making today's show a part of your day. So the Niners, with the start of the new league year, making the release of Arik Armstead official. A lot of talk about that move incoming on Sunday night. We covered the story right here on the show, but they had to have Arik Armstead on the roster up until the official start of the new league year so that he could be a post-June 1 cut. And it's officially going to be a post-June 1 designation. It had to be for San Francisco. Otherwise, this move did not make any financial sense. And you look at what he's done over the last 4 years, the 21 games played in the last two, a little bit of a problem. And I think that's a reason why the Niners were moving on, because that cap hit was just way too high. What this move means for San Francisco, they will save $18 million in cap space this year. He will count $10.3 million in dead money this year. And oh boy, another $15.5 million in dead money on the team's 2025 salary cap. Another reason why the Niners wanted this to be a post-June 1 cut was so that they could spread that money over the next 2 years. So after 9 years, the past 4 as a captain and Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year nominee, the Niners move on because that cap hit was checking in the upper 20 millions. And with Armstead gone, this is pretty wild here. He is the last connection to the Trent Baalke era. And now the longest tenured Niner is Kyle Juszczyk, who the Niners signed early in the regime for Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch. That deal happened in March of 2017. And then the other longest tenured Niner by just a couple of months after Kyle Juszczyk is George Kittle, who then joined the team officially in May of 2017 by way of the NFL draft. So that was the one domino that we were waiting to see happen, and it happened. And yesterday we talked about it on the show, how you had to have Armstead on the roster for the first day of the new league year so that he could be a post-June 1 designation. And while this move frees up $18 million in cap space, it cannot be used until July. So it can't be used in free agency. But that does fit the Niners' timeline for how they like to do business, because they like to do contract extensions later in the summer. So this move, theoretically, could be allocated toward a Brandon Ayuk contract extension, a Fred Warner contract extension, other players up for extensions, Charvarius Ward, Diamador Lenore, Talanoa Hufanga. Next move here, and this move happened before the start of the new league year, San Francisco restructuring the deal for fullback Kyle Juszczyk. That is a move that will clear up $1.75 million in salary cap space, and that money can be used in free agency. A lot of people like to talk down the impact of Kyle Juszczyk, and I've voiced this here on the show. There was no way that Juszczyk could play in 2024 on the current construct of his deal prior to this restructure. The salary cap hit was too high. The base salary was too high for a fullback. But he is really important for what the Niners want to do, both on the field offensively with the system and the scheme, but also culturally. And we're talking about a great player here who is an 8-time Pro Bowler in consecutive years from 2016 through 2023, a first-team All-Pro in 2023, unquestionably the best fullback in football and the only recognizable fullback in football. But when he was set to have a cap hit of $7.5 million with the base salary of $5.7 million going into 2024, it's simply way too much money. And I know that when you look at his stats, they don't pop off the screen at you. We just showed you them. But Anytime the Niners call his name, call his number, he makes a big play. How about the toe drag swag catch that he made in the playoffs? How about the big catch and the extension for the first down in the Super Bowl? Lead blocker, motion man, downfield blocker. He does all of those things, and it doesn't always show up in the box score. This is why you subscribe to the show, because when the Niners make a move, we talk about it right here on the San Francisco 49ers Report. We've been live every single day during free agency, and that's a big reason why we are approaching 132,000 subscribers. We are a little bit more than 600 people away from that next milestone, so make sure you hit that sub button for daily coverage of the Bang Bang Niner Gang. Today's show is sponsored by Prize Picks, largest independently run daily fantasy sports app in North America, and the only DFS app that you should be using. Get a $100 deposit match at prizepicks.com/CLNS. Use the code CLNS to get that $100 deposit match. You put in $100, you get $100 back. You choose more or less. And here are our selections for this fine Wednesday evening full of sports. James Harden running a special right now is Prize Picks, more than 3.14 points. That's easy money right there. Jalen Suggs, more than 7.5 points, and then Jamal Murray, less than 21.5 points. You can win big money up to 25 times your money, and then you can just withdraw your winnings within the Prize Picks app. We'll put that link down below in the comment section as well as in the description of this video. And John Lynch has stayed busy here on day 3 of free agency. A move that I absolutely love is the trade for defensive tackle Malik Collins. A 7th-round pick is going to Houston in exchange for a player who is a really good player. You look at his numbers in 2023, 41 tackles, 5 sacks, 8 TFLs, and 8 quarterback hits. He is pretty much helping to fill the void of the Niners losing Eric Armstead. And he is going to check in at about $10 million less than Eric Armstead. Let's compare what both of these players have done over the last 3 years. Armstead, 38 games played, 11 sacks, 28 quarterback hits, 148 pressures, 101 tackles, 13 TFLs. Collins has arguably been a better player. More available, 46 games, 11 sacks, the same, more quarterback hits by 7, less pressures at 116, but more tackles, and he's doubled the amount of TFLs. And while you look at some of the PFF numbers from 2023, I think he's a better run stuffer than 45.6. Overall grade, not bad in the green, 62.7. Pass rush grade, really solid, 70.1. 45 pressures, 26 hurries. And the last 2 years, he has 85 pressures on the quarterback. So this is an impactful player. You give up a 7th-round pick for him. You help replace Eric Armstead, and he's $10 million cheaper than Eric Armstead. These are the types of financially savvy moves that some of the best front offices in the game make. And I think that the Niners are going to be able to reap the dividends of that on their roster. And then in the wee hours of the morning, 4 o'clock Eastern, 1 a.m. on the West Coast, San Francisco signed Eric Kendricks to a 1-year deal. And he has 8 straight years of more than 100 tackles. Still waiting to see what the money is, but I think it's going to be for the vet men. 7 TFLs with the Chargers last year, 3.5 sacks, 6 pass breakups, 1 forced fumble, did not give up a touchdown in coverage. And this man has been a tackling machine. He's been very, very durable, very productive, and very well respected across the NFL. The Chargers let him go because it saved them a lot of money on the cap. He can blitz and sack the quarterback. He is going to be your Dre Greenlaw replacement and holdover option. And when you have that linebacking core now of Fred Warner, Eric Kendricks, Jalen Graham, D. Winters, that's your linebacking core going into 2024. And that's going to be a pretty solid linebacking core at that. And this is another move where you're not going to pay him all that much money. He's going to stay on the field. He's a dependable player and a very smart player. So San Francisco making all of these roster moves here today on this Wednesday as the official start of the new league year is officially underway. What's been your favorite signing so far? Let us know in the chat. Join the conversation as always. Don't forget to subscribe. And thanks for watching the 49ers Report. Appreciate you. So Drake Jackson just a backup this year from Mike Concho. I think so. Jeannie Wyatt with that confirmation said, looks like it. Black Mask saying another 3-4 player. I wouldn't be surprised if the Niners run some more 3-4 fronts. It fits Leonard Floyd. It fits Yetur Gross-Matos. It fits Nick Bosa if you want him to be that pass rushing edge. You can have all of those linebackers on the field. If we see a little bit of a shift in philosophy, won't surprise me. Mr. Bo Slangles, we're talking about all the moves across the NFL. Sway Fears, you said you're texting him right now. Who are you texting?
An interesting report coming out regarding the Philadelphia Eagles.
Isaiah Simmons, am I saying?
I didn't see that.
Or what's the report?
So on Tuesday, I don't know if you heard about this. This is coming from Pro Football Talk, which is linking an article to NBC Sports. On Tuesday, Penn State coach James Franklin suggested the Eagles GM Howie Roseman spoke directly to Saquon Barkley during the negotiating period, which would violate the tampering rules. The Eagles came out today and said that they only speak to player agents, which would be fine. But if they spoke to Barkley directly, you're not allowed to do that.
Interesting.
It's because Franklin said that he spoke to Barkley, and Franklin said Barkley told him that one of the first things Howie said to him on the phone as part of his sales pitch was, coming home to play.
Okay.
Penn State, all the Philly fans.
Yeah.
So apparently that was one of the things that Howie's. So it's because Franklin said that Howie said that to Saquon, but it could have just been he said it to his agent and his team.
Yeah.
So it's not necessarily anything.
Always a way to beat the system.
Yeah.
In football and in life, always a way to beat the system.
So, yeah, it could have just been that's what they said to his team when they were negotiating the deals.
That's funny.
Yeah, that is funny, though. Some other moves are rolling in here. We said Mason Rudolph signing with the Titans 1 year up to $3.6 million. Darrell Taylor, Seahawks edge rusher, signing an extension with the team. Details on that yet to be announced.
Okay.
Armin Watts, D lineman's signing with the Patriots. Some smaller signings here. Try to say this name. Amin Agban
Bamiga?
Bamiga?
I'm sure Harrison Graham, host of Bears Now, is having fun with that one. Eagles caught with tampering with Saquon Barkley? Yeah, I'm interested to see what those quotes are.
I can pull them up here.
Yeah, pull them up. Sam said that they're in.
Just get them in.
Sway Fears, where do you think Cam Curl or Justin Simmons ends up? Good question. I think Justin Simmons goes to the Titans. Cam Curl's an intriguing player. He's still young. Numbers not great, but
Oh, wow. Did Calvin Ridley just sign?
hard hitter. Back to the Jags.
No. Calvin Ridley signing a 4-year, $92 million deal with the Tennessee Titans. 50 mil fully guaranteed. The Titans are making moves. That's big money, man. That's almost $20 million a year.
So the Jags had to give up a second-round pick, and they lost him?
They ended up giving up a third and lost him, yeah.
Wow. 4 years, 92.
Big time money for Calvin Ridley. The Titans aren't playing around.
Dude, that's insane. What a deal. So they're going to have Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Hopkins.
Yeah,
for
still
Will
got
Levis. That's a no-brainer for him.
I mean, that's a lot of money for him.
Loses a year at the gambling suspension and then gets 92 mil 2 years later.
Yeah, they're breaking the news right now on NFL Network. Apparently the Jags had a chance. Ridley approached the Jags with a chance to match the offer, and they refused to pay him this much money. Who's their QB? I mean, they're going to roll with Levis. Showed some flashes.
Will Levis is going to be the guy. Yeah, what is good with this tampering situation?
Yeah, we're going to get some of these quotes up here so that we can see exactly what's going on. But it's very interesting. If the Eagles talk to Saquon directly, then that's not allowed. In 2016, the NFL stripped a third-round pick from the Chiefs for having direct contact with then-Eagles receiver Jeremy Maclin during the negotiating window. So I guess until the new league year starts today, you can only communicate with players' agents. You cannot communicate directly with the players themselves.
Okay.
I don't know how they would prove that. I'm not sure how they'd prove that happened.
Looking at phone records.
Suppose so. James Franklin, low-key snitching on the Eagles.
Well, he said in his press conference, like, he's happy that he's with the Eagles, and maybe he, like, unveiled accidentally that there was tampering. I mean, just legalize tampering. Come on. In this era of communication. Rayshon Jenkins to the Seahawks.
Oh, wow. So we have a few quotes here we can show.
Mark Wogenrich. Sounds like a big J who has nothing better to do than try to bop the Eagles here. Penn State coach James Franklin chatted with Saquon on Monday night after Barkley agreed to sign with the Eagles. Blockbuster deal for that Venn diagram of football fans in Pennsylvania. Definitely a big J type of phrasing there. Interestingly, Barkley told Franklin that Eagles general manager Howie Roseman made Penn State and homecoming part of his presentation to the former Giants back. He said that was one of the first things that Howie said to him on the phone as part of his sales pitch. Not only the Philadelphia Eagles and that, but the connection with Penn State and the fan base as well. So just a really cool opportunity. That's what James Franklin said. See, I'm seeing none of the Eagles' big J's talk about that right now.
Yeah, just one report out there, so no one else really seems to be hitting on that, which is interesting. Very, very interesting.
Interesting.
Man, Ridley.
Calvin Ridley, what a bag.
Massive bag. Took it to a division rival, no less. Overpaid big time. I love this from V. Russ. Devontae Smith is going to be very happy that Calvin Ridley just got this much money.
You know who's happy about that? Brandon Ayuk.
Yeah, Brandon Ayuk as well. They're both going to get more than this, you'd think. You would think. Yeah, that Ayuk extension just went way up.
I'm going to tweet that photo out.
What do you think about Xavier Howard from the Dolphins? Cooked. He's cooked. No, you sent him for a vet min, fine. Yeah, I mean, if Ridley's getting 4 years, 92, $100 million is not a ridiculous number to throw out there for Ayuk. Not at all. We can actually take a look if we want to at the highest paid receivers while we're talking about this.
Yeah. Devontae Smith is another player who's looking at that Calvin Ridley deal saying, oh, okay. Who's better? Devontae Smith, Calvin Ridley. Devontae Smith for sure. And he's younger, and Calvin Ridley got $23 million per.
Yeah, so Ridley's going to come in here as the 9th highest paid receiver in the league now. Show you these full numbers here.
So that new Titans offense here under new head coach Brian Callahan, Will Levis, Tony Pollard, Tyjae Spears, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Hopkins, and then Chigo Okwonwu. Highest paid wide receivers per year. Where do Brandon Ayuk and Devontae Smith fall here? I'd say they're better than Calvin Ridley, Terry McLaurin, Michael Pittman, and Ayuk's better than Deebo Samuel.
Yeah, could get that 24, maybe even hit
24, 25?
With the cap going up, 25
With the cap going up,
ridiculous.
that's a good point, yeah.
I could see 4-year, $100 million for both of those guys. Right on line with A.J. Brown. Tyreek getting 30 is insane, but he is just one of the best weapons in the league.
Sheesh. That, in a way, not directly but indirectly, resets the wide receiver market a bit.
Because you're not putting Calvin Ridley as a top 10 receiver. He's not a top 10 receiver in the league. But he's getting that money now, which is just going to... Imagine how much Justin Jefferson... Look at these numbers. Tyreek 30, Devontae 28. Would you not pay Justin Jefferson $30 million? I mean, how if you're Justin Jefferson and you look at these numbers on screen, how do you say you're worth anything less than what Devontae Adams is worth right now at 28 mil? And if I'm him, I'm arguing I'm worth just as much, if not more than Tyreek Hill, because I'm still so young.
Yeah.
And I'm only going to continue to get better.
Albert Breer was hearing yesterday that the Patriots were right around $22 million and the Jags were just shy of $20 million per. Tennessee, like Florida, no state income tax, like Texas as well.
Wow.
Yeah, do your thing. All right, should we stay live? Y for yes, N for no. What should we do? Should we stay live? Y for yes, N for no. 7 likes away from 200 on our Eagles stream. Interesting. Yeah. Cool Rains, Tsubasa, Ryan Rowe, Sway, all saying yes. Junior Vila, yes please, I'm still drinking and watching. Jeannie Wyatt, Poppy Chulo, Greg Smith. Black Mask, get some sleep because we want you on every day. Here's the thing. I'm still going to be on every day whether I like it or not. And I could try to go to bed at 10, but then I have anxiety that if I go to bed at 10, I'm going to miss a signing that happens at 11, 12. Shoot, I woke up, Eric Kendricks signed at 4 a.m. And I had to rush to the studio to get that video out. Jonathan, I'll get some sleep at some point. We live for weeks like this. Shawana Rivers said yes. Can we get to 300 in supers on Niners? We're at 232 right now. Everybody's saying yes. All right, we can stay alive. Brian, forgetting about being from Venezuela, do you think Jose Altuve would make a good president? That is so random. Sure. Lamont Lancaster saying yes. Shawana said, yo, cuz, love you. My cuz, love you too. Cuz. Cuz is an underrated, like, yo, cuz. It's not utilized enough. It's not used enough. How you doing? Doing good, cuz. How about you? Brian Doherty, Pottstown loves you. Pottstown, good town. Oh my gosh. Mike Crocker. This show makes me happier than Michael Jackson at a Little League game. Could throw in Philadelphia legend Bill Cosby in there too. Actually, no, that's not technically correct. I retract that. He was just kind of creepy, allegedly, behind the scenes. Newark, Delaware loves you. Delaware in the building. I grew up not far from the Delaware border. You're not going until the Niners sign somebody big. Breaking news, it's been reported Chase Sr. takes his coffee without water. I drink my coffee black. Nothing in it. I put collagen in my coffee, but that doesn't count as like creamer. No one likes us, we don't care. $50 and I'll sing No One Likes Us, We Don't Care. I got to do another shambong here. $50 for another shambong? Go Birds, baby. Chase, how tall are you, big fella? How tall does everybody think I am? You know what's funny about being at Super Bowl Radio Row is seeing how short some people are in the industry. Adam Schefter, Ian Rappaport, short.
Short King, stand up.
6'2", 5'9", 5'11", 6'2", 6 foot.
Hard to tell, you know. They can't really tell when you're on
5'10" from Dennis. Yeah, I could be 4'11". You wouldn't know. 5'8", taller than 6 foot. Hello from Oregon. I'm 6 foot, right on the dot. 6 foot, right on the dot. I'm fine with that size.
5'6" from B-Dog. Mike Crocker said 5'7", 220.
Hey, size 13 shoe, if you know what I mean. You know? Got to give me some props here. Aaron Smith, any help coming for the offense? I think offensive line comes in the draft. It's a deep offensive line class. Thank you, Donald. Appreciate that. Travius, I think being around his brother will be good for him. Talking about Joey Bosa. It would be interesting. All right, it's a thank you for everybody for supporting the show. Shambong. Shambong time.
Shambong, 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 shambong.
Shambong. Cheers.
Nick, still a chance we get Simmons. Probably not, signing CJ Gardner-Johnson.
I don't think so with Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. Yender Spades, exactly. If you know, you know. 100 feet, 100 inches from Jammy. 100 feet, can you imagine that? Where Chip is, more than 100 feet off the ground. That would not be a graceful fall.
No. Great view, though. Great view.
Brian Doherty, are you Reed Blankenship's twin brother? I've gotten Blankenship, Christian McCaffrey, and Brock Purdy. It's probably because we're all white.
There's one common theme with all those players.
That's probably why. All right, I'm going to step out, use the bathroom real quick. I'll be back. Everybody show love to Chip. Have fun with Chip. And I'll be right back.
Do it. Do it. Before we head out here, got another happy dad left. If someone sends in a 50, I'll take it down. Whole thing out of the freedom funnel. Out of the freedom funnel. If no one wants to send in a 50, that's fine. If you want to send in a super chat of any amount, I'll just crack it and drink it. Any amount. $10, we'll do some wheel spins before we get out of here as well. Freedom funnel. Jonathan, it's right here. America, baby! Freedom funnel. Let's chop it up. Matt, I think the Eagles acquire a linebacker via trade. They'll probably draft one later rounds. Jeremiah Grady, what are the chances a cornerback, the cornerback from Iowa will be there at 31? You're talking about the white corner, Cooper DeJean. You know, with his injury, could push him down the board a little bit. He is going to be at his pro day. He's going to test very well. I don't think he's going to drop to 31. Is there a chance? Of course there's a chance, but I'm going to say no. I think he'll be gone before then. He's too good of a player. Junior Villa, we've talked about this. Could you imagine if he gets drafted by the Eagles, you just call him Cooper DeJean? Oh! Paul, the legend, is back with the 50. Did y'all hear what Richard Eisen said on how smart Roseman is with the cap? What's the chances we get Devin White? I did not. Now, of course, everyone always talks about how good Howie is with the cap, man. He's just a master when it comes to all the nuances, that accountant background, just being able to clear up money, sign people to smart deals. He's just a master year in and year out. There's a reason the Eagles have never been in a situation like the Saints, where the Saints are now in just cap hell. The chances we get Devin White, look, apparently he's been in contact with the Eagles. They need a linebacker. I know Devin White is a little bit stingy with his money. He wants to get paid. The Eagles aren't going to want to pay a ton of money for a linebacker. So I'm going to say 4 out of 10. I think it's less likely than it is likely that they get Devin White. Although I think he'd be a good fit. A little bit of an overrated player in my opinion, though. He's very athletic, of course, but I think hasn't put it all together. Chip looks like Jonathan Gannon. Do I? I've never heard that before. Jacob Martin, would you take at 31 Graham Barton or Kingsley Sumamataya? It's a tough one. I like Graham Barton a lot, and I think that's a player that will be there at 31, a player the Niners should have interest in. Absolutely. I think he's probably the top interior offensive lineman on the board. A lot of good tackles, but I think he's up there in terms of interior. That'd be a great pick, Jacob Martin. I like where your head's at on that one. Matt, I saw a tweet suggesting Josh Sweat for Justin Fields. Straight up, don't do it. I wouldn't do it. They seem to really want to trade Josh Sweat, though. They seem to really want to move on from Josh Sweat. How badly? I don't think you do it for a backup quarterback who might not play at all for you. So I wouldn't do it. I don't think they'll do it either. There's almost no way. Mike, I want Peyton Wilson, linebacker from NC State, 4'4", 40 with Fred Warner getting older. This would be a great fit. Yeah, Peyton Wilson, great player. Played very well against Clemson. They're in the ACC. Again, very fast, very athletic, smart player. We'll see where these linebackers go. It's going to be very interesting because I feel like it's a little bit of an underrated linebacker class. There's some great linebackers out there, man. Some great linebackers out there. But linebacker just never gets valued. Linebacker never gets valued because I feel like they're replaceable. I feel like other positions in the defense, secondary, D-line, more important. But we've seen, and Niners fans, it's perfect because Niners fans know the importance of having great linebackers. They've seen what a duo of Fred Warner and Dre Greenlaw can do. And then Eagles fans know exactly just how terrible it's been with the linebacker play over the past few years and how much it really has hurt the defense. So linebackers are more important than I think they get credit for, man. Jack Tube, how much is Ayuk getting paid? Well, Ridley just got paid, if you missed it, Calvin Ridley just got paid $23 million a year from the Titans. 4 years, $92 million. Ayuk's going to get more than that. I wouldn't be surprised if Ayuk gets $25 million a year at this point. Paul with another 5. And Paul, I'm doing this Freedom Funnel for you, of course, Paul. Really appreciate it, man. All the super chats that come in that help support the show, we really appreciate it. And even if you can't send one in, liking, commenting, just being here, man, it's awesome. Getting to do this all for y'all, it is really tremendous. Check out what Rich Eisen said about the Eagles and the cap after the show. It's crazy. I'm going to have to check that out. I love Rich Eisen. I got to check that out. I'm going to remember to do that. Chip looked like he's going to riz someone. All right, NFL edits. I'm young enough to know what that means. I don't know if Chase would know what that means. I'm going to ask him if he knows what that is when he gets back. I'm young enough to know what that means. Gary. I think Gary's been in this chat for a few days just calling cap on all these signings. Talking about the Eagles are signing this player and this player. Eagles did not sign Justin Simmons. Black Mask. BA will be a top 5 receiver. That's why you only need to stop with Surtain, Bosa, all that talk. BA probably won't need to get paid. We'll use the draft now. Yeah, the Niners are going to have some players they have to pay. That's why getting some of these other guys, maybe not as realistic. I love what you're saying there, Black Mask. Like, you're going to have to pay Brock Purdy in a couple of years. You got to pay Ayuk now. You can't go out spending all this money without thinking about the future. But that's why organizations like the Niners, like the Eagles, are so smart that they spend their money. Because they don't just go spending everything they have. They know down the road the moves they're going to have to make, the players they're going to have to pay. And that's why they're both top-tier organizations. Couple super chats coming in on the Niners stream. Big Bo. Chances the Niners go after secondary help in free agency. The DB market has been rather slow up to this point. Not a lot of DBs signing yet, and particularly in the safety market, it's been very, very slow. Now, if we want to take a look, we can take a look here at some of the top free agents available from when we started the day. You know, Kendall Fuller still out there, a corner option that's available if you're looking for a corner. Secondary, I mean, Justin Simmons, Cameron Curl, Stephon Gilmore is still out there. Obviously, former Defensive Player of the Year who slowed down. Xavier Howard might be cooked. Former Dolphins corner, they cut him. Steven Nelson was pretty good for the Texans last year. Surprised he doesn't have a job yet because he was solid. So I would bet the Niners make it. If it's not in free agency, it's going to be in the draft. I'd bet they make some move there. You know, they lost Isaiah Oliver, good riddance. And Hufanga, you know, what is the timeline right now for Hufanga coming back? Do they expect him back by the start of the year?
You know, ACL is obviously always tricky because it can be anywhere between 8 and 12 months. It all comes down to a player's recovery, how their body reacts to the surgery. And he did suffer that injury during a time when he might be able to come back for week 1. In fact, I think he should. By the way, is Alejandro still watching? Because I went into another studio to get a tequila shot for Alejandro because we didn't have any tequila over here, but I went to get a quick bite and I got some tequila for Alejandro. Is Alejandro still here? This one's for you, my man. Thank you for the $50 super chat.
We also got a 50 from Paul while you were gone. So I owe him a little.
Our guy Paul C?
Our guy Paul C is back.
Paul C is back. Louisiana Paul.
The people wanted me to ask you if you knew what Riz was.
Of course I know what Riz is. Chip and I have Riz.
Somebody told me, they were like, you look like Jonathan Gannon, and then someone said, you look like you're rizzing someone. I'm like, what?
We're the Riz Kings. There he is, Alejandro! Oh! But what did Rich Eisen say on how smart Howie Roseman is with the cap?
Yeah, I haven't heard it. I
I'll have to go check that out after the show.
Yeah,
Paul.
he was saying to go check it out.
Nice. Dude, I got some potato salad when I walked out for a second. I put some jalapenos on there. I was sweating my ass off. I'm sweating right now. Alejandro! There's your tequila shot. And then Paul, my man. My man, Paul.
Big
my man,
time.
Paul. Well, shambong for Paul.
Could the Niners give a small contract to either Stephon Gilmore or Trey White? Hey, you know a vet who might be looking for a 1 year to prove it? Why
I
not?
can see that.
Why not? Ryan, are we on Bosa watch now that LAC has decided to retain Mac? I read that Bosa's mom is begging for SF to sign him.
Yeah, and I talked about that during the show a little bit earlier today. I think so. How about the Super Chat battle?
Oh, wow.
It's 207 for the Eagles and 239 for the Niners. You want to make that graph?
Yeah. Let me take this down for my boy Paul.
Yeah. For Paul.
Paul C.
Chip Chipperson. Kyle drinks during the game and it's affecting his judgment. That's wild.
What a comment. First of all, Chip Chipperson? Are you serious?
Is that your cousin?
I don't know. I mean, just what a name. That's hilarious. Is that your real name? There's no way. Are we related?
Chip Chipperson.
We just might be. And saying Kyle drinks during the game is hilarious. Who is he, Mike McDaniel, vaping on the sideline during the game? Just can't believe that.
Man, Tyreek Hill got $52.5 million guaranteed. Ridley got $50 million guaranteed. Stephon Diggs, $48 million guaranteed. What does that mean for players like Brandon Ayuk, Justin Jefferson, and Devontae Smith? Dennis Designs! Oh! Hey, Chase. Will we see this channel like the old days again? Last year was just sick. Chip was not there. It was just crazy fun. I think we're having fun here on the show. What do you mean?
Hey, what you mean, Dennis? Dennis!
Are we disappointing you, Dennis? We're taking down shambongs. We're shotgunning. We're having fun. We're talking about all the moves that come in. Super Chat battle 239 to 217.
Let me get that going.
Does Dennis mean he wants to see no one likes us, no one likes us, no one likes us, we don't care. We're from Philly, fucking Philly, no one likes us, we don't care. Is that what you want to see, Dennis? Is that what you want to see? Any truth to the rumor behind Justin Jefferson to the Bengals? He was on with Kay Adams, and she tried to get him to budge, and he said, I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about that.
It's funny.
Bobby Wagner to the Commanders.
Wow.
1 year, $8.5 million. $6 million in guaranteed money. That's why the Niners didn't pay a player like that. Kendricks is probably making vet min, 3-4 mil maybe. And then Bobby Wagner is going to double that up and maybe some more. Good for Bobby Wagner. That's a nice little payday for him. Can the Eagles get Chase Young? I don't think so. The dominoes that have to fall are Joshua and Hassan Reddick. Are they back? Are they traded? Are they released? None of the money for Reddick is guaranteed.
I love Eric breaking it in the Niners chat for us. Breaking the news.
Peter. Good stuff, man.
I think BA wants $28 million. That would make him, I think, tied with Devontae Adams for the second highest paid receiver.
Second highest paid, yeah. Sway said, Howie, wake up. My man, he signed Saquon, Bryce Huff, CJ Gardner-Johnson. Those are big moves right there.
Big moves, yeah, come on. The Commanders, though, man, if they can hit on this quarterback, if Drake May, who I assume they're going to take, is as good as advertised, that could be a good team, man.
Yeah.
That could be a good team faster than people think.
Look at our Super Chat battle. This has become a race. Shout out to Eagles Now, the people over there, the legends, the Bird Gang, really making this a close Super Chat battle. This happened the other day. Niners got out to the lead. Eagles caught up. Niners pulled away.
We're close here.
Good stuff. Let's get Devin White from Michael Morales. Lynch, where are you at? Marquez, hopefully I pronounced that right. I think he's had a really good day today. Eric Hendricks, trading for Malik Collins. Those are two really, really solid moves.
This is a good question from Eric here, just to clear things up. Are the Eagles going to extend Smith, but also why did Landon get his deal before like the tampering?
Because he's on the team.
Yeah, he was already on the team. That was an extension. You can talk to your own guys.
Yeah. Paul, by the way, gets a gold sticker for the $50 Super Chat a little bit earlier. Paul C., Louisiana Paul, one of our Super Chat gods, is back.
Andrew Nathan, is $11 million a year for White his market value? I don't think Devin White gets $11 million a year.
If Bobby Wagner gets up to 8.5, what can Devin White get? 10 to 11? I think he could, actually.
I would not pay Devin White $11 million a year. I should have phrased it that way. Will he get it? Maybe. Would I pay him 11? Absolutely not.
Cool Rains. Take care, brother. Big Bo. This could get people from Eagles Now going. He's talking that talk. F the Pigeons and Philadelphia. Still waiting on Niners. Big move. I love the depth move so far. Some say that San Francisco's filthy, though. People are taking dumps on the sidewalk.
My parents used to live in San Francisco. I don't know if I ever told you that.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, my parents used to live there before I was born.
Sway said, give me Buda Baker over Devin White. He could kind of play a little hybrid linebacker. Mike Honcho, I have to give John Lynch his flowers. And Honcho, I know you keep John Lynch at a high standard.
Eric, I get that, but why? Oh, you're saying why haven't they extended Smitty yet? Couldn't tell you.
Take a shot on Tre'Davious White. That's an option for cheap. Interesting 3 years for Bobby Wagner. Seahawks, Rams, Seahawks, Commanders. From the West Coast, Pacific Northwest, all the way east.
It is crazy how these great players, when they get older, just start to become such journeymen.
Jacob Martin, why don't the Niners take a shot at Xavier Howard? I could see that happening.
Arguably the best corner in the last decade. That's a stretch.
Is Trayvon Diggs an option for a trade? No way.
Nah. What a bummer that he got hurt this past year.
Dennis Designs, Birdie will never do it. Are you calling Jerry Birdie? Matt K, Dan Quinn will screw it up.
That's a good point. They do have new ownership over there, though, which is good for them. They needed it.
Damian Reed, good question. What happened to all the cap space last year that the Niners made those moves to restructure? They opened up that cap space during the year, but then they had to take on the contract of Chase Young and some of the other moves that they made. There was talk about that carrying over, but I don't know, honestly, how the carryover works.
Would that carry over to when do they open up the money? Was it last offseason?
It was during the year.
So then maybe
at that point, they had some of the most cap space in the NFL during the season.
Maybe it would carry over to next offseason? I don't know. I don't know how it works. I really don't. So,
Andrew Nathan. Breaking Cowboys news. Jerry's lawsuit from alleged daughter has been dismissed. He's had a lot of those types of lawsuits.
Wait, what happened?
There's a daughter that's demanding like a paternity test for Jerry Jones to see if he is the father. Shout out to Maury.
Love Maury. Is it Maury? Maury's not on anymore, is it? Or no, that was Dr. Phil that got canceled, I think. One of those shows got canceled.
Dude, it's crazy too that Jerry, like speaking of Maury, Jerry Springer died April, almost a year ago.
Wow.
I didn't know he was the former mayor of Cincinnati.
Oh, what?
Pancreatic cancer is how he passed away, 79 years old.
Eric, the 49ers are going to wait until 3 a.m. again and make a big splash move. Yeah, the Niners like to sign guys at 3 in the morning, I guess.
Yeah, that's what happened last night.
Why is everybody forgetting about Isaiah Rodgers? Well, he hasn't played football in over a year.
Yeah, gambling suspension.
So, no idea what to expect from him. Solid athlete, decent player, but again, when you're out of football for that long and you're not like a star player, tough to know what to expect. Can't just pencil him in as a starter.
So Saquon Barkley contract official, Bryce Huff, Zack Baun, Matt Hennessy official. Following Eagles are unrestricted free agents: Boston Scott, Rashad Penny, Quez Watkins, Olamide Zaccheaus, Julio Jones, Jack Driscoll, Sua Opeta, Zach Cunningham, Shaq Leonard, Sean Bradley, Avonte Maddox, and Justin Evans.
Bring back Boston Scott. Gotta keep him around.
Giant killer.
Just for those games against the Giants. Although, we need Saquon to go off against the Giants now.
Yeah.
Is Clowney still available? Yes, he is. Jadeveon Clowney still available. Had a decent year last year for the Ravens. Decent year.
Kyle Juszczyk was used in shift motion, according to Next Gen Stats, on 42% of his offensive snaps this year. Highest rate in the league by 7.8%. It's part of his value. Jeremiah Grady, yes, Jadeveon Clowney, is still available. He is a free agent.
I thought Clowney was a Titan. I don't believe so. He might be meeting with them.
Visited. There's Titans interest, Panthers interest.
Nothing official yet. Apparently the Giants were kicking the tires on signing Boston Scott. If you can't beat him, join him. Or I guess in this case, if you can't stop him, sign him.
Yeah, Clowney's visiting the Panthers, but hasn't signed.
No signing yet for Clowney. Is Diggs from the Hawks still available? Quandre Diggs?
He got let go. Yeah, he's a free agent.
Yeah, he's
hasn't
out there.
signed anywhere.
The safety market, though, has been extremely slow. You know probably why? There's so many guys available. There's no reason to pay up for anybody because there's so many guys out there.
Yeah.
So why would you overpay when there's so many different options? Safety also, it's becoming another position where teams are starting to value it less and less, which is strange to me. We saw how bad the Eagles were without great safety play. Is the NFL schedule out yet? Black Mask is on it. Black Mask is on it. Just
the NFL
opponents.
schedule always comes out in about May.
Just the opponents are out. Black Mask is on it. Lyle
Boyard! $5 super chat. Hey, Chase thought if the Niners give up a third-round pick, and if they didn't re-sign him, they would get back a third. That was the original report. I think that he has to sign somewhere official for that news to be official. But I do remember seeing that with Chase Young. Chase on Chase crime.
David, any updates? No Eagles updates.
Chip Chipperson, all we had to do was block Chris Jones for a second. Christian McCaffrey didn't have to fumble, didn't have to muff a punt, didn't have to commit penalties. All he had to do was get 3 points off the Mahomes interception in Chiefs territory, maybe capitalize on the Isaiah Pacheco fumble. That's all he had to do. Draft you from Shawana. I could throw the pill a good distance.
We saw it earlier in the year.
Yeah. We got to like $500 in super chats. I threw it 50 yards in the air.
Easily got to 50. We measured it in all.
A lot happened for the Niners to lose that game, and they should have won. They consistently shot themselves in the foot. Just like the Eagles the season prior shot themselves in the foot. Mahomes had one incompletion in the second half, and it was on a throwaway. And Jalen Hurts' scoop and score fumble, that was brutal. They didn't go for it in the game, got a little bit conservative, and then the James Bradbury hold was just brutal.
Anthony, economical backup QB could be Trace McSorley. Do not stay far away from Trace
He's
McSorley.
a backup, but he just can't even throw.
He is bad. He might. I don't even know if he'll have a job this year. Did he even have a job last year?
Yeah, he was popping all over the place. I think he was with Pittsburgh, Arizona, a couple different teams. Great Penn State season, though, in 2016 when they made it to the Rose Bowl and won the Big Ten championship game.
He could run around a little bit.
Yeah.
Good point by Eric here. Can tell the Commanders franchise is being run by an ex-49er.
He's doing a good job. I'm not going to lie. Adam Peters is doing a good job. I've liked what he's done so far. He's just making moves that you want to make in year one of a rebuild. You're not committing too much financial capital to a lot of players long term, but you're changing the culture, improving the depth, bringing in some starters at positions of importance, offensive line, defensive line, just making quality moves. And you draft a quarterback, and everything can be up from there. Any tight ends in the draft this year? Greg Smith, Brock Bowers.
Beast.
It's awesome.
There's a couple guys. The
Niners met with a couple. I like Jared Wiley from TCU.
I like
Really good athlete.
The Florida State guy. What's his name?
Well, Keon Coleman is the wide receiver who
Yeah.
might have to be a tight end because he ran a 4.6 40.
Might have
But
to.
number one in the gauntlet, which is just fascinating.
You know what's funny? Florida State has all these receivers that might as well be tight ends. Johnny Wilson. You know Johnny Wilson from Florida State?
Yep.
The 6'6" receiver. He's insane. He could be a tight end. Although he can move. That's a name underrated, man. Johnny Wilson. I know when they played Clemson, he dominated against Nate Wiggins. Now,
Yeah.
Nate Wiggins is a small guy.
Yeah.
So, it's tough when a guy like Nate Wiggins, who's tall but skinny, is going up against a 6'6" receiver who can still run fast.
Yeah.
But certainly could be a mismatch option at the next level. Liam, Devin White and Justin Simmons, both still available. Jaheim Bell. Look at this. Anthony, we got a Florida State fan in here who's right on the case. Anthony FSU. Jaheim Bell. I like Jaheim Bell. But yeah, Brock Bowers is going to be different. Although I think the NFL has learned now after the Falcons drafted Pitts, 4th overall. I've seen some people mocking Bowers to the Chargers at 5. It's not going to happen. You just don't draft a tight end that early. I don't care how good they are.
That's crazy.
Liam, hey Chase, I'm coming from Argentina.
Argentina in the house. Let us know where you're watching from, everybody. Bryant Culp, share the like button, everyone. There you go, Bryant. Thanks, brother.
Brazil from Shawana.
Brazil in the building. Maricopa, Arizona, my guy Robert James. Lebanon. Baltimore. Philly. I didn't know Shawana Rivers was in Brazil. Heard it's beautiful there.
Berlin.
Greg Smith, you got it. Phoenix, Arizona. Cranford, New Jersey. Jacksonville, Florida. Germany. Northeast PA. Coatesville. Nice. I grew up in Westchester, not far.
Coatesville. That's a memory. Huh.
What are your Coatesville memories?
My junior year of high school got absolutely smacked on by Coatesville in the playoffs, high school football. Remember they had a player named Aaron Young, went to Georgia, just absolutely destroyed us.
Herms. Alvarenga? Hopefully we pronounced that right. $10 super chat. He is a first time super chatter. Alex T. Westchester U grad. Nice. Hitting Barnaby's a lot. Great spot. Here he goes. Hermes. Brandon Allen cannot be the number 2 quarterback for the Niners, right? Can you see a scenario where the team re-signs Jimmy G as the backup with the Niners' history? I'm surprised we haven't solidified that spot. Well, they're signing Brandon Allen for $1 million a year. And Sam Darnold got a lot of money from the Vikings, 1 year, 10. Niners were not going to pay that. And I think because San Francisco's roster is getting increasingly expensive, they might go cheaper with QB2 in Brandon Allen, but they might draft a quarterback who obviously is going to have a lot more talent. I think that could be the team strategy there. Let's spin that wheel for our guy, H.A.
First timer. Let's do it. Steven, Aaron Young was in the 49ers? I don't know if that's true.
Touchdown dance. What should we do? What was the Dion one? He was like, little shimmy.
Oh, okay, the shimmy. Steven, I think we're talking about different Aaron Youngs.
Little spike, shimmy.
Different Aaron Youngs.
No Jimmy Garoppolo, by the way. Our guy, H.A. Lyle, $10 super chat. I think the Niners will trade up in the first round, get the offensive lineman. Second round, they get a corner. Great job, Chase and Chip on the coverage. My man, Lyle, the man with the man cave. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if the Niners try to trade up for an offensive lineman who they really covet. After trading that 7th-round pick to the Texans for Malik Collins, they now have 10 picks, and I don't think they're still going to make all those selections. So you trade up, get that offensive lineman who can be a member of this organization for 5 to 10 years, because offensive linemen last a long time, and then you get a good corner in round 2. Maybe you go wide receiver round 3. Maybe you go young defensive tackle at some point. King Lowe saying, what up, chat? What up, King Lowe? This is good. Eric Petro. Jerry Jones must have been talking about being all in the glory hole. Yeah, we're going all in. Haven't made a signing 3 days into free agency.
He was going all into his boat in the Bahamas.
LeBaron, why a high grade for the Eagles free agency? I think they've done a really good job.
Do the Falcons dirty bird for the next touchdown dance? What is that? What's the Falcons dirty bird dance?
Oh, that was something like this. Or like this, Jamal Anderson back in the day. And Deion Sanders did a little bit of that. What noodle? Yeah, we'll probably do a mock draft after free agency. We'll probably do one actually to go out this weekend because that's like one of the videos we can put out over the weekend we know won't get spoiled by a signing.
No matter what we speculate the Niners will do in the draft, they'll draft a kicker in the 3rd round.
Nur Rabinovich, that's funny. Goodfellow Taco, really to the Titans? Yes. And you know what our reaction was when we saw we got $23 million a year? You know what Brandon Ayuk's reaction is?
He's so happy about it.
He's so happy about it.
The T.O. and the
Dallas Star.
That's a legendary
One of my favorites, especially when he spiked the football. Boom, spike. Legendary.
Go on.
Billy White Shoes Johnson dance. Somebody tweeted, that is way too much for Calvin Ridley. Calvin Ridley responded, nah, that's the right amount.
I like that. Just chill about it, too.
LeBaron Taylor, Devin White is still an option. $4 years, $92 million for Calvin Ridley.
Woo!
Nutty. What do you think Brandon Ayuk will sign for? Debo's making 24. Calvin Ridley's at 23. I think the price starts at 25 now. Who do you want to face off in the preseason? I don't really care about the preseason, Dragon. Herms, I would say that the Niners are out on DJ Jones. Not going to trade for him now.
Everyone's saying that the Commanders, all the players they've signed, would have been a super team 2 years ago. Austin Eckler, Bobby Wagner, Zach Ertz. Super team a few years back. If they had Mariota in his prime, Dante Fowler. 2 years ago, it's a super team.
Jerome Baker is slated for a Titans visit on Wednesday.
Titans, man. Wow.
Making a lot of moves.
Because they're also meeting with Chase Young, no?
Yes, scheduled to. Eagles should get Isaiah Simmons from Mac Attack. Is he a free
Clemson
agent?
legend. I didn't know he was a free agent.
Let's see here.
Athletic freak. Let me tell you, one of the most insane athletes I've ever watched in person.
Says he's an unrestricted free agent. Yeah.
Wow. Just his combination of size and speed, watching him at Clemson, he just was different. Not quite that in the NFL, because everybody's kind of like that, but man, he was something different. I thought he was going to be so good.
Let's show him the Super Chat battle one more time. Can we get the 300 in Supers on Niners? Or is Eagles now going to win the day? 269 on Niners, 217 on Eagles. Tommy Curzio. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Garoppolo's going to face a suspension for whichever team he goes to because of the PED suspension.
Oh, yeah.
Here's a look at our Super Chat battle. If you want to extend the show, we're going to put up the 2-minute Super Chat shot clock. A little bit of a dull period right now. Talks with Tur. Resetting the clock just like that. $5 Super Chat. Eagles should re-sign Zach Cunningham. Had some flashes and a motor. Good tackler. I think he led the Eagles in tackles. And I thought he played surprisingly pretty well. I was impressed with what he did.
5 more for the Birds, creeping up in that battle.
269, very nice.
A
222.
50 right now. A 50 right now will put Eagles ahead.
Wow.
And I'll do another beer bong.
Alejandro, where you at?
Another beer bong, and Eagles now will take the lead with a 50.
Who are the linebackers still available that are good from Eric Camper? Devin White is the best. Zach Cunningham is like a secondary cheap option.
We just talked about Isaiah Simmons.
Isaiah Simmons, kind of a blitzer though.
Yeah. Kind of like a safety hybrid.
Yeah.
He was a linebacker coming out, but sort of plays everywhere now. Jerome Baker is still available.
Jerome Baker played under Vic Fangio last year.
Did the Ravens reach
Merton
out?
Hanks, Funky Chicken. My profile picture on my school account is you celebrating after a win. I'm just on my other account. That's awesome, David Gwanson. 30 seconds left on the 2-minute Super Chat shot clock. If you want to extend the show, let's go.
Looks like Niners are going to take the win here unless someone makes a crazy move here on Eagles.
How much would you pay Devin White? I'd give him $10 million a year, man. 247, and he runs a 4.4 40-yard dash. At 70 pounds heavier than Xavier Worthy, who ran a 4.21. Guy's a game wrecker. I'd like to see what Vic Fangio could do with him. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll give you about a 20-second delay for people watching on delay. Honcho giving us the deuces. If that's it, then deuces. And King Low, exactly. Devin White is still a young player. He'd be the Eagles' best linebacker since Jeremiah Trotter. Not even close.
Not a great history for
and that's
the Birds.
In the early 2000s.
Maybe they'll get his son.
Callie Green giving us those Birds. Dennis Designs! E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles! Dennis! We'll give you a little shambong. Jack Tucci! A 10! We're getting close! 269 to 252! And Devin White was the 5th overall pick. My last shambong. Cheers. Cheers, mate.
Uh-oh.
Look at this. 269 to 252. We'll reset the Super Chat shot clock. Dolphins are taking away another former Cowboy, Neville Gallimore. So the Cowboys lose another player, and they still haven't signed a player. 2-minute Super Chat shot clock. We can show them the photo again.
Oh, yeah.
Because breaking news, the Dallas Cowboys still have not signed anybody.
Woo!
Matthew, no news about Joey Bosa, but bringing back Khalil Mack, release Mike Williams. That tells me they might move on from Joey Bosa. He's due his money on Friday. That's the day. That's the day. Leon, Ravens did inquire about Debo. Where are you seeing that?
I've seen a couple people say that now. I never saw that. Although it might just be Leon. Leon Sandcastle, by the way.
I know going into last year that may have been the case.
Great name, Leon Sandcastle. Throwback.
Alex
Dion.
Irvine! He is a first-time Super Chatter! Resetting the clock. And the Super Chat battle gets even closer. Gump Wolf, 10. He said, this is for Chipper.
Gump Wolf. Take a drink for you, Gump Wolf. Why not?
Oh, I see. I'm seeing the report now. 1057 The Fan. With the Ravens creating cap room, some of it could be earmarked for a wide receiver. We heard they reached out to San Francisco about Debo's availability. That's a no, at least for now. And they're watching the Chargers wide receiver situation closely.
Ooh.
With Mike Williams getting cut.
I like Mike Williams going there, man.
I would like Mike
They
Williams.
got the big
there.
body with Mike Williams, the speed with Zay Flowers. I like that. I like that.
Interesting.
Niners up $17 right now on the Eagles. It's close.
It's close.
It's close.
It's close. I'll reset the clock. I forget if I did or not. Let me reset the clock. Back to 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Dose. Jerron Wright. He is a first-time time. Super chatter. Dennis Haney said, what is the super chat? I'm new. It's just a way to send us a tip, to send us a thank you, to send us a donation. You hit that dollar sign right next to where you just submitted your chat. It's the rectangular box with the dollar sign through it. That's all it is. A way to say thank you for supporting the show. Dennis Designs, are we getting crazy enough for you?
Now a $15 difference.
Go Birds said, somebody send 17 to take the lead. I love that Danielle Hunter 2-year, $49 million deal with the Texans. Danielle Hunter, Will Anderson. And you're not only capitalizing here for Houston on C.J. Stroud being on that rookie deal. It's also Will Anderson being on that rookie deal. So they're really trying to go all in after making it to the divisional round.
Man, they really hit big time on those draft picks, man. Taking Stroud, trading back up for Anderson.
Dennis wants more drinks. See, I've got to run after work. So I've been running after work. So I got to be a little bit careful.
If we get a 50, I'm taking another Freedom Funnel down, baby.
Another Freedom Funnel for Chip.
450.
For a 50. 150 on the clock, and then we'll let that delay set in for those of you watching on delay.
Time is ticking. Yeah, Texans got Joe Mixon, Azeez Al-Shire, man. Danielle Hunter. If they get Eric Armstead as well. They're going to get Tank Dell back.
Michael Morales! Eagles now takes the lead. 284 to 279. And Michael is a first time super chatter. He said, I never tip, but just because it's versus the Niners and it's you guys. My man, love you. Appreciate it.
Cheers to you, Michael.
Resetting the super chat shot clock. Star Cruz said, don't drink and run, Chase. I've done that plenty of times, unfortunately. I've done that plenty of times. 284 to 279. Look at that.
Uh-oh. Taking the lead.
Eagles are once again proposing an onside kick alternative that would give teams the chance to maintain possession with a 4th and 20 play from the 20-yard line. This proposal has gained growing support in recent years, but has not crossed the finish line yet. So they get a 4th and 20 from the 20. Can you imagine how crazy that would be? Now, would that be from the defense's 20 or from the offense's own 20? There's no way that it could score a touchdown on that play, right?
No, it had to be from their own. Oh, wait. To permit a team to maintain possession of the ball after a score by substituting one offensive play, 4th and 20 from the kicking team's 20.
Oh, from the kicking. That makes sense.
Yeah.
So then you just can't throw a Hail Mary and score a touchdown.
Yeah.
Drink and run is fine. Drink and swim, no bueno from fully promoted Tacoma. That would not be good. Although, drinking and swimming is something that I have certainly done.
There were a few interesting rule changes that were proposed. The Colts proposed a rule change to permit a coach or replay official to challenge any foul that has been called inside of 2 minutes.
Black Mask! 210's coming in. Now the Niners are ahead. That gets us to 299. Let's go bang, bang, Niner gang. Black Mask, I cannot allow this. Texans, young quarterback with a tough defense. Sounds familiar. I saw a great tweet yesterday. The Texans are going to knock off Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid so that Kyle Shanahan can get his first Super Bowl. Wouldn't that be something? And the Texans are equipped to be one of the top teams in the AFC and maybe knock off the Kansas City Chiefs.
Cheers to y'all, and the Niners take the lead right back.
Resetting the super chat, shot clack. Jerron Cartwright. I like this question here. Do you think Reed Blankenship can put on a few pounds and move to linebacker because he's a great tackler, can definitely stay with tight ends? But if he puts on pounds, can he stay with tight ends? It's not a bad question. I think what a lot of teams are going to start to do, as teams go more nickel, you see more three safety sets. So Reed Blankenship can kind of be that middle area of the field safety, which is pretty much in that linebacker range.
I'm curious your thoughts on this, Chase, because this could be a big change if this goes through. What are your thoughts on allowing coaches to challenge or replay officials to review all fouls under 2 minutes? Any flag that's thrown, they can review it. What are your thoughts on that? The Colts just permitted that as a rule change, or proposed it as a rule change.
All are now reviewed by the booth. So a lot of them are by the booth, but it could be any flag in general. All it does is slow the game down a little bit.
Yeah, but there's a PI that's thrown. They go look at it.
They can review it. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know, man. I hate how clunky the game flow has gotten sometimes with all of the penalties. I get it. There's so much riding on these games that they want to get these calls right, but at the same time, there's a lack of flow with all the penalties and stuff.
You know why I don't like it? Because we've seen in the NBA, right? Teams now have a challenge. If they win, they get their challenge back. We're seeing at the end of games now, and even forget challenges. I was watching, I think it was, I forget which game it was, but a player hit a three at the end of the game. It was a clear and obvious three-pointer, right? To tie the game or something. His foot wasn't even close to being on the line. But because they want to get everything right, they're so worried about it, they stop the game, they go review. It was obviously a three. These stoppages at the end of NBA games with all these challenges and stuff are really ruining the flow of the end of games. And I don't want that to happen in the NFL.
That's my thing. Go Birds, Chase and Chip. Are y'all Swifties? I'm not. I'm not really. Oh! Dennis Designs, $50 super chat.
Wow.
That's going to put our guy Double D on the helmet again. Stone Cold Fire.
Said, hold on.
That's a $10 super chat. Dennis Designs. Dennis Designs. Put the double D's on the helmet. That gives the Eagles the lead again. How about it?
This is a battle.
What a battle.
Look at this now, 334 to 309. And you know what? I said if we got a 50, I'd do another beer bong. So here we go for Dennis.
Fully promoted Tacoma. What does the sticker on the helmet mean? Anybody who is nice enough to donate to the show, you enter our Hall of Fame on our Eagles helmet right here, getting a gold sticker. Same thing on Niners here. Gold sticker on the gold helmet. Jonathan Farrow is a first-time super chatter. He said, let's go Niners, keep it going.
Let's go, baby.
This has been
Dennis. Fun. Top it off real quick.
Dennis, cheers to you.
Woo! Dennis, legend.
He said, that's right, Chipper, get some.
Let's go, baby. It's a wacky Wednesday. It's a wet and wild Wednesday.
Wet and Wild Wednesday.
Wet and Wild Wednesday.
Matt Levinson, how we feeling, Bird Gang? I think a lot of people are pumped up.
Here we go.
Harrison
There
Smith,
we go.
restructured contract with the Vikings. He'll play a 12th season with Minnesota at age 35. Go Birds. You don't have to have money to support the show. You watching the show, commenting, liking the video. That's supporting the show. Yeah, Matt, I think it's a B plus A grade at this point. I like this. Eagles have submitted a proposal to require game clocks to display the tenths of seconds. I like that.
The Eagles are always on top of this type of stuff every year.
Yeah. Forward-thinking organization.
And the first comment I see, a pretty stupid ask by a stupid organization.
Nate Dogg! Do it for the Bay! Nate. All right, 321 for Niners, 334 for Eagles.
Wow.
Here's the deal. If we get both streams to 400, I'll shotgun. 334 on Eagles, 321 on Niners. Both streams hit 400, I'll shotgun. Dennis Designs wants me to take one down.
Y'all can get us there.
This is also pretty interesting. The Titans traded A.J. Brown, who anybody in their right mind would say is the better wide receiver than Calvin Ridley because they didn't want to give him a 4-year, $100 million deal. And then 2 years later, new front office, they give Calvin Ridley a 4-year, $92 million contract.
Should have just kept AJ. Shouldn't have, sorry, because then the Eagles wouldn't have had him. For their sake, though.
Should we sign off? Y for yes, N for no. 334 to 321 is the battle right now. It's been epic. I mean, we're just reading the news as it comes in, hanging out with everybody.
That's what it's all about, you know? More freedom funnels. Every 50 that comes in, I'll do more freedom funnels. Every 50. But we're on the clock here. We're on the clock here.
Yeah, 2-minute super chat shot clock is being reactivated.
Sign off while the Eagles are winning.
Jose Guerrero. Good stuff. Donald Johnson said, hell nah. Blue Raven, WTF, Ravens won Debo trade. They just checked in. And it's a no as of right now, according to the radio station in Baltimore. Go Wolf! $20 super chat.
Wow.
Puts the Niners on top. 341. Overtaking the Eagles, 334. Commanders re-signing Jamison Crowder.
Wow, he's still kicking. Dennis wants me to go half price. I can't be getting, too wasted on these streams. Bosses wouldn't like that. A $25 beer bug would be criminal.
Dennis, for you, my guy, 25, another shotgun.
Whoa, there you go.
25, another shotgun for the man DD.
Now, if we can get 225s from on one stream, that's a different story. Yeah, Dennis, they don't just want me coming on here and just getting trashed. I still have a job to do, Even after we sign off, I do still have a job to do.
Go Birds, feel better. I think I saw Colton said he's under the weather. Feel better. Matt Levinson, he is a first-time super chatter. You want me to do a freedom funnel, Dennis? I can do a freedom funnel for the 25. Did we showed Gump Wolves, right?
Yeah, we got to all of them.
For the faithful.
Let's show it one more time just in case.
Gump. My guy Allen. For the faithful. Nick Topher.
The Niners are coming in strong.
A 21. He said Niner victory, can't lose to Philly. Thank you, Matt. Appreciate it, man. Hope everybody's enjoyed the football coverage here this week. I think it's been great. Dennis Designs!
Oh, my goodness.
Dennis! All right, give me that freedom.
All right.
Give me that freedom. Oh.
Dennis!
DD!
Take it down! Chug, 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 chug.
Dennis Designs. Dennis Designs. Dennis Designs. Appreciate it, Double D.
Double D. So it's real close. It's real close.
362 to 356. And I said if we got both streams to 400, I will shotgun.
And I'm still doing every 50. If we get more fit. Oh!
John Edwards! $20 super chat. That gets us to 382. How about it?
Looking clean in that profile picture, John. What jersey is that?
It's Ronnie Lott.
What number is that?
I think
40,
you said,
is that
yeah.
42?
Oh! Kelly Green Nation! Bird Gang, 20! Now the race, 382 to 376.
Wow, this is crazy.
Oh! Black Mask with the 20. That gets Niners to 402. And Black Mask said there's only one Double D. You know his name, but what if I like all Double Ds?
This is insane. We got a crazy battle right now.
Andrew Nathan, this is awesome. I can't imagine. Your boy Marshall Green really wants the Eagles to give the Giants a pick for tampering. That's classic. That is classic. Black Mask. Closing in on 400. We're 24 away on Eagles, and then I'll shotgun. We already got past 400 on Niners.
If we get a 50, I'm doing another freedom funnel. So if someone sends in a 50 on Eagles, because they're at 376, you get a chase shotgun for both channels getting to 400, and you get another chip freedom funnel.
Oh! Hero 2567, chase! Hero! 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 Oh! Dennis Designs! Dennis Designs! Dennis Designs! So that gets Eagles to 396.
$4 away.
I better start getting the shotgun ready.
It's going to happen.
4 away from 400 on Eagles. Liam, any news? None today for the Eagles, actually.
Yeah, nothing.
No news other than making contracts official, Eagles submitting proposals for rule changes. That's really it. Yeah, officially announced the signings of Bryce Huff, Zack Baun, Matt Hennessy, Saquon Barkley.
They made their moves yesterday. Why hasn't CJ been made official?
Not all deals are official right now.
Yeah. They're probably still working through. There's a lot more to contracts than what is just reported to the public. And there it is, Kelly Green Nation.
Green Nation! Marshall said the Giants should be awarded the Eagles' first-round pick.
He's trolling. He's funny. That's hilarious. I thought he was saying F you to Saquon Barkley. Now he wants to be compensated for him leaving? I don't get it. Which one is it? I don't understand. Are you upset about him leaving or not? Are you upset about him leaving or not?
Kelly. What an epic battle today, man. Both channels are winners.
Yeah, this is awesome.
This is incredible.
422 to 401.
George Kittle touchdown dance from Greg Smith. He just kind of goes, ah.
Or how about when he put up the shirt and showed the F the Cowboy?
Fuck the Cowboys.
Someone donate 50. If someone does, you got another one of these freedom funnels from me. But you got another shotgun coming right now from Chase. I tap out. Dennis has been carrying the load. You more than deserve to tap out, Dennis.
Dennis, just a legend.
You more than deserve to tap out.
TDs, exactly.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Woo! Down the hatch.
Oh, man. That was awesome. Ugh.
Go Birds. The fact that you're here hanging out with us, you've been here for so long, you don't need to donate nothing, man. You're a legend. Appreciate you being here, man. I already know you've liked and subscribed. That's all that matters, man. You're in here, you're hanging out. We love it. DK Sports told Dennis to donate $200. For those who might have missed it, the Steelers made a big trade, trading Devante Johnson to the Panthers for Dante Jackson. So clearly, George Pickens is going to be their number one. Another big name who is yet to sign, Tyron Smith. Tyron Smith, former Cowboys tackle, has yet to sign with the team. Very injury prone, though, and that's probably what's holding his market down. He gets injured. You can bank on him for 10 games a year. 10 games a year. Junior, if I didn't get touched by Bills today, I would have. You probably meant torched.
Torched?
Yeah. Bills are.
Oh! Israel Alguin. Hopefully I pronounced that right. If I didn't, I apologize. Look at the beautiful family. Israel is a first-time Super Chatter. Izzy.
Oh, touch because I feel violated.
Oh, that's funny.
That's awesome. Look at the Niners report now, pulling away, up by about $40.
442, 401.
Hey, a 50 from Eagles right now. You take the lead and make me do one more Freedom Funnel. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Just putting it out there. Yeah, Junior, bills are no joke. No joke. Sway, I donate, but I'm paying for my wedding. Congrats, Sway. You had a wedding coming up?
Sway.
That is awesome.
Sway, 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 sway. Your life is over. Just kidding, Sway. Congratulations. Where are you getting married, Sway? Israel, love your channel. We love you. We love everybody who watches the show. All right, we're going to sign off. Let's sign off. What a day. Day 3 of free agency. And we're going to be back tomorrow. Another free agency special. Right here on the show. Getting married at a beautiful venue with the barn. That's beautiful, man. That sounds awesome. Paul! $5 super chat. Will there ever be a chance to have a super chat nation to be live with y'all and talk football? I'd like to do something like that.
Interesting.
For sure. People can call into the show and just talk ball. Yeah, I'd like to do that. You know, we do the mailbags, which obviously is a little bit different because you send in a mailbag like this or a question like this or a super chat and we could pop it up on the show. But yeah, I'd like to do some stuff like that. Andrew Nathan, watch Philly sign Devin White as soon as we sign off. I know, right? For real, though. All right, awesome show today.
Awesome show.
Not a lot that happened. There was nothing really that was breaking as we were live as far as Eagles, Niners, just some stuff around the NFL, but a fun show nonetheless. That's what we do. Inform, entertain, be insightful, have fun, chop it up, talk ball, no ball, with the best fans in the world. Oh! Dennis Designs! $50 super chat puts the Eagles ahead.
Oh my goodness. They
You
don't
gotta
want
be
us to
kidding
leave.
me.
I gotta honor what I said. I said a 50, I'd do another one. I gotta do another one.
Dennis Designs. Dennis Designs. Dennis Designs. $50 super chat. So that's 456 to 442. What a guy. Chip's going to go get his drink. I'm hearing some people yelling outside of the studio here. No one likes us. No one likes us. No one likes us. We don't care. Now that the 49ers cleared some cap, realistic guess on Ayuk's contract numbers, I think he's going to get $25 million per season. $25 million per season is my guess for Ayuk now that Calvin really got 23. And the Knicks got caught for tampering.
What are the Flyers going to do?
Continue to be bad. Oh! Villasoni DeVita! $20 super chat. That puts the Niners ahead. We'll pop that up once Chip comes back.
Marsh wants Saquon to come on the stream.
Villasoni Davida. Third ever Super Chat. It's all for a good cause. Thank you, Dennis. You're a legend, man. Villasoni. 462 for Niners, 456 for Eagles. It's hard to sign off when we continue to have a competition like this. Oh! Paul C. Louisiana Paul. Not today, Niner fans. Paul. $50 Super Chat. 506 for Eagles. 462 for Niners.
What is going on here?
Dennis Design said, yeah, Paul, my buddy. And you know what we have to say to all the support? Yeah, buddy. We're not worthy. We're not worthy. But we appreciate you. Paul. Cheers.
Wow. This has turned into quite the stream.
This is incredible.
We did get to 500 first. Go
Birds said, we got the 500 first. That is technically
We
true.
just wanted to get to 400. We got to 500.
That is technically true. How about it? How about it?
Taking this one down for Paul, for Dennis, for Villasoni, for Israel, for everybody, man. For everybody.
Junior
really.
Vila, yeah, buddy, rolling like a big shot. Chevy tuned up like a NASCAR pit stop. Spit some bars.
Where's 16 Bar King at, huh?
16 Bar King, where you at? Chip. Here we are getting litty on the stream. Eagles now, Niners report pointing up like a beam. I whizzed that fastball by you. They call that two-seam. Woo! Akram, $20 Super Chat. He said, go 49ers. Akram. Yeah, let's do, what do we do? 3 wheel spins?
We got to do some wheels.
We got to do some wheel spins. Kelly Green said, Chip lit.
I am lit right now.
Where's your studio located, Sway? We're in Dallas.
Look at this backdrop.
Chip and I walk to work. We literally are walking. Is it right
It's right
that
there.
way? Yeah, right that way.
I can see. I don't want y'all to see my apartment.
Yeah. We have to walk behind Chip.
We are in Dallas, but it's F the Cowboys always. It's honestly great being in Dallas because the Cowboys suck. You had a great comment during the season after the Cowboys lost, and you were like walking along the trail, and you just see all the sad Cowboys
Oh,
fans.
it's the best.
Oh, Paul's in Houston.
Dennis wants me to do a shambong. We got a little shambong going.
Let's do some wheel spins, huh? What do you want to do? 3 wheel spins?
3 wheel spins. Ace Boogie, how do you feel about us not going after Simmons anymore? You had to choose between him or CJ Gardner-Johnson. I'm fine with it. And it's gonna be... Ask us anything, but I'll do some smelling salts. It was almost there. Woo! Woo! Chip shot or cheers?
I don't have another beer.
You got one right there, right here. Right behind the computer monitor.
Oh, this one?
Yeah, that one. There you go.
Oh.
Junior Vila, hit me up, man, at Chase_senior. And then Paul's in Houston, he said?
Yeah.
I work in Houston. Okay. I thought you were in Louisiana, Paul. Or is that just where you're from? Ask us anything again. How do you feel about, I already answered the Simmons one. Would you take a flyer on Mike Williams, Chase? I would not. I think you're good, especially after signing Devante Parker. Oh, no. Oh, no. 20 push-ups.
All right, wait. I got to get this on cam.
I'll do 20 push-ups. I won't make Chip do them. I'll do the 20 push-ups. 18 away from 500 on the Niners report. We got to get there. We got to get there. I live outside New Orleans, work on a boat in Houston. Okay, that makes sense. Little panhandle action. Gulf of New Mexico. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19,
20. Woo, with the clap.
Oh. Woo! Joseph Jimenez just got out of school. What did the Niners do today? Traded for a defensive tackle. Kyle Juszczyk restructure. Made the Eric Armstead release official. The Malik Collins trade at defensive tackle. I love it. Yes. Eagles most likely out of the running for Justin Simmons. And then the other move, to answer your question, Eric Kendricks, kind of overnight. Junior Vila, we don't hurl. We're built different here. We're built different
I just
here.
graduated college less than a year ago.
We got to get Niners to 500.
Have to. We're 18 away.
I'm not signing off until we get Niners to 500. We're at 482 right now.
Oh!
Yes! Nick Dofer! Last bit toward the Niners' victory and them getting a quarterback and drafting several offensive linemen. To be honest with you, I think they're going to draft multiple offensive linemen. When I say multiple, at least 2. They have to. Have to start fortifying the trenches along the offensive line. Matt Levinson, does it concern you that Parker was last in the league in separation the last 4 years? Yeah, and I talked about that yesterday. But he's like wide receiver 3, wide receiver 4, or might not even make the team. And when you're playing alongside Devontae Smith, A.J. Brown, you're not going up against upper echelon corners. And he's a big body who can go up and get it. But yeah, he can't separate for Jack-ish, which is a problem.
How about this? It doesn't get much better than this. 506 exactly on
Should we
both
just sign off
scales?
now? Sign off now at the tie?
That's a great point to.
We should just sign off now at the tie because everybody's been putting in an equal effort. Everybody's been killing it. Yeah, Willie Gay, that was yesterday. Eric L. DJ Humphries released left tackle for the Cardinals.
Yeah. Can y'all walk a straight
Oh, we'll be
line?
great. We'll be great. We'll be great walking home. Oh! L. Smith, a first time super chatter. $100 super chat. Let's end this bye-bye birdies, not today. Niner fan for life. But Paul with the 10. Paul with the 10. He said Eagles with the eagle emoji. 606 to 516.
Wow.
Oh
L.
my
Smith out of
goodness.
nowhere.
This is unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Out of nowhere.
Oh! Paul! $100 super chat! Eagles with the lead. 616 to 606.
Oh my goodness. Paul and L. Smith.
Unbelievable. Sway is a first time super chair for Paul and Dennis, all the homies. I can't believe this.
Oh my! Nobody
is
wants
wild.
to lose.
I'm
Nobody.
smiling so hard that my cheeks hurt.
Nobody wants to lose.
Oh my gosh. Instead of no one likes us, Dennis, it's nobody wants to lose. Oh my gosh.
This is unbelievable.
This is crazy. Old Noah, Matt Levinson. More super chats on Eagles. Oh. Nick Dofer. $49 super chat.
Old Noah with the
I can't believe this.
Matt Levinson. One more to stick to the 49ers and Cowgirls.
Oh my gosh, but Nick responds with the $49 super chat. Eagles are leading 655 to 638. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. How fun is this? No signings happen, we'll give you the entertainment. Oh man. Epic.
This is an all-time battle.
Epic. Epic.
This is an all-time battle.
Wow. David Marcella with the 10. 655 to 648. 655 for Niners, 648 for Eagles.
Someone said, Dragon said send 500 and it's game.
And it's game.
I don't even, isn't that the max you can send?
501 stream.
In one stream, right?
Adam! A 20! Bang, bang, go Niners! Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Frank! Another 20! He said Niners! 695 to 648.
And we got David Marcella with
Marcella
the 10.
LFG. Oh my gosh.
Next 50 that comes in, I'm doing another Freedom Funnel!
I have to pee so bad, it's unbelievable.
You want to go real quick?
Oh! Paul! $100 super chat! Oh! KB!
Ow!
Yeah!
Yes! Yes!
Which one of you wants to race me?
695 to 798. Oh my gosh, dude.
Yeah.
Freedom Funnel race?
Yeah? Do I need to go get one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Get a few happy dads.
Yeah,
here.
I need a happy dad.
First round pick for tampering is what I saw on Twitter.
This is
So
insane.
he's back on it now because Saquon retweeted somebody that commented on his video.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
He's like, Saquon's on my nuts.
Oh my goodness.
Oh!
Oh, dude, this battle's epic.
This is insane.
Akram with the 50! 820 to 745.
Holy shit.
And then we got Matt Levinson.
Matt Levinson!
And
Just
Chris
pay your
Brennan.
pants, Chase. It's all good. Chris Brennan, $3 in Australian currency.
You know what that's from, right?
What?
Just pee your pants. It's cool.
What's that from?
It's from Billy Madison.
Okay. It's
Oh,
cool.
yeah.
It's cool.
It's cool to
It's
pee
cool.
your pants.
It's cool to be a
It's
pants.
cool. Legends. 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 Legends.
Look at this battle. We're putting on the numbers right now.
This super chat's hilarious.
Eagle fans, working class. Niner fans, silver spoon.
That is a fucking Colin Coward line if I've ever heard.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt.
Eagles working class. They bring a lunch pail to work.
Blue collar city. San Francisco. Silicon Valley. All right, here's Coop.
Golly.
Coop and Chip racing.
Yeah, we're going to race.
All right, Coop and Chip racing.
We got a 10 from Kelly Green Nation.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
Thank you.
Did you see Saquon retweeted a reply to Mark?
Yeah. Or Jeremy was just filling me in. I gotta look at that after. Y'all should chug a beer boot at this point. You know what? I can go fill up the beer boot. I'll go fill up the beer boot. Yeah. I'll do a boot for everybody. Nick Dolfer, here, put it up again. 745 for Niners, 830 for Eagles. I'm gonna use the bathroom and I can do a beer boot. I'll be right back. Those are the numbers there, Nick. Those are the numbers. And then Chip, Coop, gonna come on, do a little bit of a race. I'll be right back.
Are you going over there, Chip? Where'd Chip go? Hey, the Rangers won the World Series. I don't know if y'all know that. I'm sure both Philly and San Francisco fans love this.
All right, we got Coop here. Oh! Put this on. I gotta throw that up.
Nick Dolfer! Let's go! $100 super chat! Bang! Let's go! It's beer bong time. Chip's got to show the updated numbers between the two streams. Oh, it's getting close, fellas. The 49ers report's taking a $15 lead on Eagles now. Eagles now. Let's go. This is getting wild. All right. It's time for Chip and I. 1776, Philadelphia. KB! All right, Chip. You tell me when.
Where's Chase?
Chase is filling up his boot. Someone says, "Hey, Coop, what move did the Cowboys make?" I'm not even really a Cowboys fan, Andrew Nathan, so that doesn't offend me. The Cowboys are a trash organization who will never win as long as Jerry Jones is still alive.
He's saying that? He's wearing a Texas Rangers shirt.
The Rangers did win the World Series. All right. You ready, Chip?
Yeah, hold on, give me a second.
Cheers.
Wait, I'm gonna go 3, 2, 1, go, all right? 3, 2, 1, go.
Let's go! It is what it is. It is what it is.
Fair fight. Fair fight.
Fair fight. Chase is filling up a boot. He'll be back momentarily. I promise you. I think that's him right there. Chip's back too. We have an airtight lead right now, Chip.
Yeah, so before, this was what the numbers were before me and Coop raced. We got a few more super chats in.
We did.
which is insane. A few more on Eagles, actually. A bunch more on Eagles. So the Niners had a $15 lead. And then, coming in on Eagles, we got KB!
KB!
With
Put
the
it on the
40.
board! Yes!
Yes!
Yeah.
Was that from numbers on the board?
No, that's I forget who said that.
There's a
famous
podcast
call.
I watch called Numbers on the Board.
No, it's not from that.
Andrew Nathan with the 5.
Hey, Coop, what moves did the
yeah.
Cowboys make? Yeah,
You answered that.
I'll tell you what, man. Chase will be here in 2 seconds. He's filling up a beer
Guys,
boot.
Chase is doing a beer boot.
He's doing a beer boot, I
Chase is doing a
promise.
beer boot. He's filling it up
He's
right
here.
now.
There he is.
And here's Paul with the 20. So real quick, before Chase does his beer boot, I want to give updated numbers on this race. So Eagles is up to 895.
Oh my gosh. What just happened?
A lot just happened.
A lot of 20s?
Yeah, we got a 40
Oh, 40 from KB.
from KB, a
and
20
then
from Paul, a 5 from Andrew Nathan. So these are the updated numbers. Eagles is up to 895. Niners is at 845. Let me put you full screen so they can see you doing this boot. This is insane.
Wow.
This is 3 beers in a boot.
895, 845. Whew. I've been smiling for the last half hour.
This is insane.
All right, this is going to be tough. It's going to be tough. We're going to get down, and we're going to get it done. All right, here we go.
Everyone spam Chase in the chat. Let's go. Let's go. Everyone spam Chase in the chat. He's taking down the boot. This is 3 beers in 1 boot. This is insane. The bubbles are going. He's a pro. He knows to hold it to the side so as to not have the bubbling go too much. He's going. Chug. He's almost done. This is a crazy time for a boot. And it's done. And it's finished. That was insane timing for a boot. That's 3 beers.
Very
Freezing cold beers.
Very cold. Very cold.
Wow. And here's Paul with another 10.
It's not even that I'm lit. It's how cold it is
Oh,
that I think
dude.
I'm about to get a brain freeze.
No, I can't. That's why I always get beers over here so they can warm up a little bit. Another 10 from Paul.
It's 10 from Paul.
So Eagles has passed 900.
900.
Eagles is up to 905.
Dennis Designs, you were asking for it to get back to the good old days?
Dude, as soon as he said something too,
There
it
you
went
go,
insane.
man. There you go.
So here are the updated numbers. 905 to 845.
That is so cold.
Here's the deal. I'm gonna go pee real quick. If we get a 50 before I come back, I'll do another.
Oh, did I miss a
free
100 from Nick Dolfer?
You did.
For the day, Chase and Chipper.
Oh!
Dennis! This is what I meant by the good old days.
This is insane.
So we definitely have to add some people to the helmet here.
yeah, there's a lot that's got to go on.
Akram is getting a gold sticker to go on the helmet. Dennis Designs, glad that we could entertain for you.
So if we get a 50 before I'm back from the bathroom, I'll do another one. But I gotta pee. I gotta pee.
So Akram, L. Smith, LS. Who else? Nick Dolfer, we already got you. KB! KB and Paul. I walk to work, so it's all good. All right, I got Black Mask, Nick Dolfer, Chris Brennan, Australian currency, Aussie. Oi, oi, oi. All right, so those are the Niner stickers. Add those to the Niners helmet here. Now we got to add some Eagle stickers to the helmet here. Let's see. KB, I'm going to give you that for the 40. KB getting you on with the 40. Oh, and the 50. So there you go. Paul, I'm going to give you another gold sticker. I think that's it, right? Paul, Dennis, got you. Legendary stuff, man. Go Birds. Yes, I am 6 feet tall. 961 on Eagles. And then we are... Oh! John Aiello! Good to see you again. My man. How's my NEPA guy? John Aiello back in the building. So Chip's going to have to drink again. And now it's 927 for Niners, 961 for Eagles. Paul said I'm 5'3" on a good day. Still a legend. Height doesn't determine who's a legend and who's not. Once Chip comes back, he'll pop up these super chats. That's what she said from Paul. Exactly. Did they just take the lead by 2? No, it's 961 Eagles, 927 Niners. Aiello, 80 for Jerry Rice. Is the helmet up for grabs? If so, how much? Not yet. I'd like to get some more stickers on the helmet before we give it away. But at some point it will be. At some point it will be. And maybe we can figure something out at some point here during free agency this week. Yeah, more came. You gotta take down another one. Because Aiello sent in the 80. And we'll just run through all those. Update the tracker there too. 961 Eagles. Oh! Aiello, 50! 961 Eagles, 977 Niners. Burn something, Chase, from Bird Gang Tommy. I wish we could on YouTube. Yeah, all right, Eagles super chats. Paul, Chase definitely isn't driving. Y'all be safe, brother. We walk to work. We'll be fine. KB, Chase is lit right now. It's one of those things, sometimes you hang up the headset and you get out of the studio, you sit down, you're like, whew, man. But the beer boot for me was more about the temperature, and it was so cold, I felt like I was about to get a brain freeze. Chris Brennan, $8. Niner fans been selling their stocks to put up 100 at a time, getting that insider info from Nancy Pelosi. That's good stuff. And then here are the Niners super chats. John Aiello with the 80. T. Owens, is the helmet up for grabs? If so, how much? Oh! Paul again! Aiello with the 50. And then Paul! Eagles again with the eagle emojis. Now we're to 1,000 on Eagles. KB! Another one. The 20. And now Eagles now is leading. Niners report is at 977. Paul is already a Hall of Famer, Dennis. No doubt about that. No doubt about that. 1K to 977. KB again. Another 20. See, now YouTube only gives us every 100 once you get to 1,000. For instance, like we'll only see it if it's 1,100. So I think now it's like, oh, T. Owens, 100. I'm going to give T. Owens another sticker.
T. Owens sent a $2 super chat and then sent it to 100. We got this 20 from KB first.
KB.
We got this 20 from KB and then the 100 from T. Owens.
100 from T. Owens.
I definitely owe another.
Both at 1,000. Both at 1,000.
So
we just sign off, both at 1,000?
As far as we can tell, we're both at 1,000. We can't tell specifics, so 1,000 more drinks. Dennis, you're insane. What a day.
Unbelievable, man. This is gonna go down as one of like the best days that we'll remember.
This is legendary. I'll do my freedom funnel, and then I think we get on out of here. But what a day it's been.
Insanity. Both to 1,000. Good game from both sides. GG. GG.
This has got to be respect from both
GG,
sides.
handshake. See, this is both fan bases coming together to have fun, man.
This is how you know both of these fan bases are elite fan bases. That's how you know.
Yeah, I did my beer boot for the 3 beers. I don't even know if my son... Oh! L. Smith gets the Niners report to 1.1K. He said it's a golden spoon, not a silver spoon. Oh! Aiello with another 50. Niners report to 1.2. 1.2 to 1,000. That is unbelievable.
Look at these numbers. I had to tell Allie to get in here. I told her she couldn't miss a legendary stream.
It is legendary. L. Smith, Aiello. Aiello over time is one of the biggest super chatters in the history of chat sports. Dennis, at this point, I'm going to have to owe a drink tomorrow. Greg Smith. Peyton Wilson, linebacker from NC State. Yeah, he ran a really fast 40, but he's been injured a lot. He's been injured a lot. So that's a concern, but day 3 guy? Take a chance on a guy like that? Did you guys bring pillows and sleeping bags from Stone Cold Fire?
Brian Baker with the 10.
Baker, what is the Niners' updated cap looking like? So...
let the hair down.
Some of the cap space stuff has not updated yet because some of these deals are not official. Over the cap has the Niners at minus 884,000. 31st in the NFL. Chargers are 32nd. For those of you asking about the Eagles, they are 9th. But it still shows $40 million, which just isn't right.
Yeah, that's not right.
So none of this stuff is really updated right now.
We'll probably have updated numbers tomorrow.
Yeah.
Once all the signings are official. I mean, even like, CJ Gardner-Johnson isn't official. Like, once everything's official, we'll have numbers.
Some of these deals aren't official yet, so it's hard to tell.
Everybody's drunk giving their money. I got another freedom funnel to do.
Oh, wow. All right.
I said if we had a 50 while I was gone, I would do it. We got an 80. We got 200. I don't even this is just insane.
Yeah.
You look good in front of that. Thank you, Al.
It is a pretty dope view behind
It really is. It's a dope background.
Now that we have the better lighting, it looks so much better.
Yeah, the first couple of days I had no light
Chip was
on
like
me.
a silhouette for a couple
Couldn't
days.
even see me. Couldn't even see me, but I got a light.
He was like our silhouette on the thumbnail.
That's insane. Used to the green. Yeah, usually it's just green behind me. Now this background. We love Studio H. We love Studio H.
Yeah, this is kind of our studio now. I kind of like it because you got the TV here, right?
Yeah, it's nice.
Like right here,
We're
so-
also not, over there with all the other streams.
Yeah, it doesn't get all loud.
So much drinking do. That's why I'm doing this.
I don't know, Dennis. The beer boot makes up for a lot of it. That's like a tall task.
That's the thing. Chip deserves a boot. I do a boot. I can't do a boot.
Chip might crawl home if he has to do a beer
If
boot.
someone sends in, one person sends in $200, I'll do a boot. And I know it's not going to happen. That's why I say that. 'Cause I know
Don't
it's not
doubt
gonna
the
happen.
people, man.
No one's sending in a single $200 super chat. It's
If
not
Chip
gonna
has to do a boot, I got a trash can right here that he might be utilizing.
I know no one's sending in a $200 super chat, so it's fine.
Allie G, he doesn't have me to pick him up anymore. Allie G, when you moving?
August.
Oh, is it for real? Let's ride.
That's the plan.
All right.
Unless she flakes on me.
Unless she flakes on me.
Just kidding. I'm just kidding, Allie.
That's good stuff.
Here we go.
Yeah, Joseph, Philly taking a while to sign a linebacker. Brian Baker, what chat sports channel holds the super chat record? I think the Raiders report got $10,000 in super chats one time. That was when they brought in Devante Adams. I know it sounds crazy. It actually happened. And Raider fans are
The
crazy.
Raiders channel is wild.
Yeah, the Raiders channel is nuts.
Allie, I don't want a boot. That's why I said 200.
Yeah, it's Raiders. Raider fans are just nuts.
Yeah, that channel's insane.
Cheers, Gina G. Gina G, good to see you in the chat, as always. I know, Junior Vila. Oh! Get the boot ready!
Are you serious?
Yellow!
Are you serious? I thought there was no chance.
Chip is fucked.
I thought there was no chance.
Chip is fucked. $200 super chat.
I'll go get it. I'll go get it.
No way.
This is a legendary moment.
I might have to
John,
give him a piggyback ride home.
I don't know what to say.
Unbelievable.
Don't know what to say.
John Aiello.
I'm going to get it.
Chip is fucked. $200 super chat. Here, hold on one sec. Give me a sec. If you want this. Yeah. Aiello! Aiello is king. Aiello is king. Aiello is king. Aiello is king. Shawana, I'm going to send it 200. Shawana, if you send it 200, I'll do another boot. Only from Shawana. Only from Shawana. What a day. What a day. Y'all need some AG1 after this from Jasmine. Yeah. Miguel, are you still going on that run after work? I'm going to have to, man. My running streak is at, today would be 311 days. Amari from Shawana or Amar? It really has, Benz. Oh, here, this is just some water. I put some salt in my Yeti and getting some natural electrolytes to recover a little bit. Junior Vila, exactly. Gonna need some electrolytes. That's what I did. Epic. Aiello is king. That's going to be our new poll question. Aiello is king. Yes or yes? Oh, my name's Amar. I'm on my mom's account? Okay. You guys should raffle a Niners Freedom Funnel. We could do that at some point. It's a good idea. We've given them away before. If somebody sends in a $100 super chat right now, we'll give away this Freedom Funnel. Screw it. Terrell Williams, Philly did not pick up any linebackers. Not yet. Not yet. New poll question, Aiello is king. Yes, yes. And then on Eagles, is Chip effed? Will Chip make it home? That's the poll question. Will Chip make it home? Yes, no. John Aiello is king from Greg Smith. It's a lot of liquid, man.
I can't believe it's John Aiello. This is insane. You know what? I put my St. Patty's Day shirt.
That's a good drinking shirt.
I put it on for a reason.
That's fitting. That's a good drinking shirt.
I knew.
Ali G said, I'll monitor him. Okay, that's good. All right. Everybody wish Chip luck.
It's not going to be fast, I'll tell you that. The glass is bigger than Chip. It's bigger than my head.
That's 3 beers, 1 boot. 3 beers, 1 boot.
Here we go.
75% yes, Chip will make it home. So that's a good sign.
Okay, I respect it.
That's a good sign. Go Birds. Good luck, Chipper. Brian, Chip. Aiello! $100 super chat. The Freedom Funnel is yours. The Freedom Funnel is yours. How do you drop 5 G's from John Kaiser? Nobody can drop 5 G's. YouTube won't even let you do that. The most that you can send in an individual stream is 500. Not bad from Chip. Not bad from Chip. Clemson trained him well. From Jeff Chipper, his Pops is watching. Girlfriend and Pops rooting him on. As well as all of the Niner gang and all of the Bird gang. It's going down. It's going down. No spillage either. Just one droplet. In the St. Patty's shirt. Everybody type Chip. Get him to the finish line. Boom. 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 Yellow. We're going to send you the Freedom Funnel. We'll sign it for you. Send it to you. This is what Jeff Chipper sent Chip to college for from Andrew Nathan. Andrew Nathan's been bringing the heat as far as the jokes today. Elite level stuff. Good form, Junior Vila. All right, that's a good time to sign off, right? Good time to sign off. Epic day in the history of the 49ers report and Philadelphia Eagles. Now, Eagles Nation, I like what the Commanders have done. Obviously, quarterback play is suspect, but they're building up that roster to have a pretty talented team. Look out for them maybe 2 years down the line, 3 years down the line, and if they get really good quarterback play, they could be dangerous. Wow. For Chip, I'm Chase. Day 3, NFL free agency going down as one of the best in chat sports history. An epic battle on both streams. Can't thank everybody enough for supporting the show. It was just the stuff of GOATs, the stuff of legends. We're going to remember this day forever. And your support goes such a long way in supporting everything that we do. The bosses see this and they're like, wow, Chase, Chip, killing it. Everybody watching, killing it. We out. Peace.